All right, what's good? Let's make sure this is going. Let's get into this, people. What up? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. Always got to give it a little bit of time because this stuff be acting funny. But I think we are on. Yeah, we on. We're making it happen. So today I'm going to be talking about the hot chick myth. You feel me? Before we get into all that, guys, make sure get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. This book is what you need. You feel me? You need this book. So you click the link below and get your copy. What up, Kenwood Drive? Savage D Savage, what's good? Oh, Johnny, what's good, man? Razor JTV, what's good? So yeah, we're talking about the hot chick myth. Sheldon, what's up, man? What's going on? So let me explain this before people start calling in. And the calling number is 646-481-3901. What's up, Alan Haynes? What's good, bro? Santo XL. You put the number in the chat room, 646-481-3901. All right. Oh, Johnny, that's what's up. He got 2 copies of the book. You feel me? You got to get the book. But anyway, so what's the hot chick myth, man? What are we talking about? Right? Because a lot of times I hear guys, they talk about, oh, hot chicks and you know, how do you get hot girls, and these certain girls are out of my league, and you know, hot girls, you got to come at them this way and that way. So the hot chick myth is thinking that there's something special about hot women. You understand? Or thinking that you need to do something special to get the hot girl or the girl that you think is hot. See, first of all, you got to understand something. What a hot chick is basically an opinion. You understand what I'm saying? It's an opinion. There's no fact. What up, Femdi? There's no fact that this girl or that girl is hot, because it's all based on your opinion, right? So, you know, there's going to be someone that's going to argue and say, no, but there's like, you know, a whole bunch of girls that, you know, everyone's going to say that, you know, Kim Kardashian is hot, or Beyonce's hot, or this person or that person's hot, right? Now, there's going to be a lot of guys who are going to think Beyonce's hot, Kim Kardashian's hot, but there are also going to be a lot of dudes that don't. So, the thing is, the reason why so many guys have a hard time getting with hot chicks or getting with girls they think is hot, because they within themselves, in their own mind, are fucking up their own like energy trying to get at the girl, because they think it's harder to get her. They think they need to do something more. They get nervous when they're around that hot girl. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of it is coming from them, you know, the guy, right? See, what guys think, they'll say, well, you know, you can't just go up to a hot girl and just try to holler because she gets so many guys hollering at her, right? So you feel like, you know, what's going to make her like me is all these dudes is hollering. So I got to come at it different and all. You understand? See, by you even saying that, what you're doing is that you are dissing yourself. You're saying, well, I'm just like every other guy. You feel what I'm saying? You're like, well, I'm just like every other guy. It doesn't matter. She's not going to pay attention to me. You understand? So you said, Aaron, you said, what if the confidence and emotions don't line up? For example, you believe and tell yourself you are the man, but fear and resistance are strongly against it. Well, then that's not lining up. See, if you telling yourself, yeah, I'm the man, and then you doubt yourself, or chicks, you know, this chick over here is not feeling you, and now you doubt yourself because she's not feeling you, and that means you're not really confident. You understand? So what you got to understand about these hot girls is whoever's hot is hot to you. And so if you start acting weird or funny or nervous around this hot girl, that's why you're not going to get her. It's not that you're not getting her because she's hot and you got to have this whole different game plan to get this girl. It's because you think she's hot, and then you change your fucking attitude or your whole vibe because you're scared you're not going to get her. Oh, Johnny, you said, have I ever thought about doing a program on how dudes can smash a chick better. I might have to do that. I think my dude Steve the Dean has a program on that, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta ask him about that. Shout out to Steve the Dean. Make sure you guys check out the show after this one that I do with him. But this is what you guys gotta look at it like this. Let's say for example, right? Let's say for example, you're in, because I want you guys to understand this when I talk about this hot chick shit, because I know some people, they're looking at it, they're like, that's bullshit, you know, a hot girl, she has all these choices and this and this and that. What you got to understand about this is, let's say a girl who's you know, let's say like we're looking at a girl who's, most people would probably say is cute, you understand, just so we can get on the same page, right? Now what's going to happen is guys are going to say, well, she's hot, so it's going to be harder for me to get her because a whole bunch of dudes is trying to holler. What you don't understand is, if a girl has a whole bunch of guys trying to holler, you understand? Then all that means is that there's a good number of them she probably won't like, and there's a good number of them that she's going to like, right? So how do you know if you are or aren't that guy she's going to like? Royal illness, what's going on? So what happens is that in order for you to know, you have to interact, you have to approach, you have to see what's popping. So it's kind of like, let's say if you're in, I don't know why you would be in this situation, but we're just speaking hypothetically. Let's say you are in a gay bar. Let's say you have a gay friend. Your friend is gay. He's like, yo, just, you know, stop with me to this bar real quick. I gotta go talk to this dude real quick, and then we gonna bounce, right? So you're like, all right, fuck it. So you go to this gay bar, and then all these dudes in the gay bar is trying to holler at you, right? Now, what's gonna happen is you're gonna be like, nah, chill. You're gonna be turning down all the gay dudes. But then let's say there's a girl in the gay bar. Let's say there's some girl that's a friend of one of the gay dudes. Let's say the girl comes up to you and says hi. You're gonna be more receptive. Why? Because you're interested in that woman. You're interested in women. So when a hot chick is being when a whole bunch of dudes is interacting with a hot chick, she's going to be receptive to the specific guy she likes. You see what I'm saying? But see, this is the thing that gets guys, though, is that they think, well, a hot girl is only going to like a specific type of guy. Or that girl that they think is hot is only going to like a specific type of guy. So they're like, oh, but yeah, she's only going to like the tall guys with the six packs and all this other craziness. You see what I'm saying? And see, this is you creating some story to, you know, try to figure out what's really going on. Albert Michelson, you said is it easier to get a hot girlfriend? See, that's the thing. It's not necessarily like it's easier or harder. It's all just about how you apply yourself and what you're doing. It's like this. If you wanted to get a hot girlfriend, simple. Only one thing you need to do is make sure that 100% of the girls that you approach and talk to are the ones you think is hot. Because then out of that 100%, you're going to get a small percentage of that 100% who's going to date you, have sex with you, chill with you, and then guess what? You're going to have a hot girlfriend. But that came from you doing it. You see what I'm saying? Russell Escobar, he said, what do you think about stepping to a female in public who has a kid with them? I mean, you could do that, you know, just be like, hey, miss, what's up? What's going on? Listen, you know, I see you with your son or whatever, but here's my card. Give me a call. We should get together, you know, do something sometime, whatever. Alan Haynes, you said, looking at a girl is as beautiful as you putting her on a pedestal and affects your confidence. Well, to a certain extent, if you are making it a big deal, then yeah, you're gonna feel a certain type of way. You're gonna feel insecure. You're gonna feel like I gotta, you know, do something special to get her. Aaron Hudson, you said, what if you know in your mind that hot chicks are not special, but you feel like they are special? How do you change that? Well, that's the thing. It has to be something that you think and believe. I actually talk about this in this book, How to Have Sex with a Woman Today. It's something you have to think and believe. It has to be something that's, you know, consistent. So you have to think they're not special, and you have to also believe that. You have to know this. It has to be something that you know like the back of your hand, because then you're going to act accordingly. So when you talk to a girl who's hot, see, this is the thing. What happens is a lot when a chick, let's say if a chick is, you know, a cute girl or whatever, and a lot of different dudes fuck with the chick or try to fuck with the chick, she's gonna run into a bunch of dudes who are nervous to talk to her, who are insecure, who are awkward around her. You understand? But if you're the type of guy who's chill, you're relaxed, you're chilling, you're just having a conversation, she's gonna be way more attracted to you just off the strength that you know how to talk to a woman. You understand? This is why I be telling you guys how important the game is. What up, yes sir? What's going on? You said you liked the video about the difference between open relationships and monogamous relationships. That's what's up. Yeah, a lot of cats, you know, they still not ready for that type of, you know, discussions. Oh man. You said, what do I think about stepping to a female who has a baby? What is it with you guys wanting to holler at all these chicks with kids and babies? God damn. You understand? Step to her just like how you would step to any other chick. But if she has the baby or the kid in with her, you know, and she's doing shit, just make that shit quick. Slide of your card. Milestone, you said, does race matter? What do you mean? In what? In just fucking with chicks? Hell no. It only matters depending on what your situation is. What do you mean? Does it matter in what context? Santo X, you said beauty is intimidating for some guys. Yeah, but that's the thing. You got to get to a point where you're not intimidated. See, the more women you talk to, the more that hot girl stuff it's gonna be pretty much like nothing to you. When you get to the point where a chick being hot don't really mean shit, that's when you usually get most of the hot chicks, because then you start to evaluate her on other things, and then when you step to her, you're like, yeah, she's cute, she's attractive, but what else? What's going on with you? What's the deal? So you're not giving her props just because she's cute. He said a lot of the times the hot girls are whores. He said the guys are afraid of rejection, which is why they don't look. That's part of the, I've been telling dudes, that's part of the game, man. That rejection shit is part of the motherfucking game. Albert Michelson, you said you want to have a beautiful girlfriend, so you gotta holler at the hot chicks. You gotta holler at the hot chicks. You said, what if a girl's looking at you, but she's with a lot of her friends and she's walking? Then you go up to her and be like, yo, what's good? Listen, I'm on my way to do such and such. I see you busy. Here's my card. Here's my number. Hit me up tomorrow. See, this is why you guys got to get cards, man. That shit is so important. A card with, let me see. Do I have a card, one of my cards on me? I think I might have showed you guys this. Let me show you. I think I showed you guys my card. This is my card right here. Right? You see this card? That's my card. So it has my number, all that other shit on it. I know some of y'all gonna probably fucking try to call me now that you seen the number. Don't be fucking prank calling me. So, you know. So I give the chicks that shit. Know what I'm saying? So yeah, you just give it a joint, be like, yo, hit me up tomorrow at this time and we'll make it happen. Gerard, you said my video got you in trouble with a chick. Real illness, you said what's hot is in the eye of the beholder. Exactly. See, what dudes don't understand and what people don't understand is that if you think, so a lot of times you can't think in just this like simplistic sort of way, because there's a lot of factors that go along that you know, will let you know, or dictates, I should say, what can go down in different situations. So what I mean is that if you see a really hot girl, a girl you think is hot, right? And you're thinking simplistically, you're like, oh, she's super bad, she's mad, she looks so good looking, I know she only likes this certain type of guy, and since I'm not that type of guy, she's probably not gonna like me. You understand? And most of it is usually based off of looks. That's what you're thinking, like, I'm not the super good looking guy, so she's not gonna like me, right? What you gotta understand is that that girl has a history, meaning that she grew up in a certain type of environment. She was around certain things. She you know, interacted with certain type of male figures, which all dictate a lot of times what she could be attracted to physically, and also what she's attracted to as far as the personality and all that shit. You see what I'm saying? But you don't know any of this until you go and approach the girl. You understand? Like you don't know any of this, but you're assuming what you think is happening because of whatever you've seen on TV. You understand? A lot of times you get confused by certain things you see in the media, you see in movies. Because look, when you watch a movie, right? A lot of times, you'll see these movies and they'll have like, quote unquote attractive people in the movies and shit. So you'll see like the hot girl, and she's in high school, and she's the hottest girl in school, and they show the guy and he's just some nerd. You feel what I'm saying? And he has to work his way up to get to the hot girl, like all that bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? Like I had dudes who hit me up and they say, yo, should I start talking to ugly girls first and then work my way up to hot chicks? And it's like, you see, that type of mentality is the thing that makes it hard for you to get chicks. See, what you gotta understand is this: a girl who's considered hot, she's getting interactions with a whole bunch of guys, like a whole bunch of dudes just trying to holler. So at a certain point, she knows that she can get, a high caliber guy. So how about you be that high caliber guy? But see, guys think to be a high caliber guy is just all about, oh, I gotta look good, I gotta be a good looking dude. You understand? So if I'm not that good looking dude, then I'm not a high caliber guy. You understand? And what you gotta understand is there's guys who are physically good looking who are goddamn cornballs. You feel what I'm saying? Who don't know how to talk to a chick for nothing. You understand? I see this shit every day. Guys who they're trying to make something happen, and then they the shit goes left. You understand? It's crazy. You said do girls are emotional? What? Oh, you said are girls emotional rather than visual? I'm gonna take that in a second. Hold on. What's poppin'? Who's calling?
What's good? What's good? It's Locario?
Yeah, this me. What's going on? Who's this?
What's up? This is Dre. I'm up in Miami.
What's going on, man? What's happening in Miami, man?
Man, it's a lot of chicks down here, man. All different flavors, all different varieties, man.
That's
you know how it is. Just gotta get out there and get them,
That's what's up. So what's going on with you?
Yeah, man, I'm calling you about this chick, man. So I work with her, you feel me? And we see each other every weekend. We work together and stuff.
Right.
So she told me, she not messing with her ex no more or whatever. So I'm like, cool, let's get together, let's hang out, let's start doing shit.
Right.
So we start hanging out and stuff, and like we've been talking for about the past month. I done hit it and everything. Everything is good.
Right.
But the only thing is, every time we talking or we on the phone, I hear her mom talking about her ex and shit. So I'm like, is that a sign that she's still messing with dude? Like, what you think? Do you think I should keep trying to pursue, or you think I should just like fall back and see how it play out?
So you said that you be on the phone with her, and you said her mom be talking about her ex. What do you mean?
Yeah, cause she lives with her mom, and her mom is with her a lot. So every time we talking on the phone, her mom is like, "Oh, is that your such and such? Is that such and such?" And I know I'm not supposed to feel some type of way, but it's like.
And how long you been seeing this girl for? How long y'all been messing around?
I've been seeing her for about 6 months. 6 months,
okay. And you trying to? And this is a chick you like? You feeling her on some like wifey type of shit?
Yeah, like she got the morals, and
right.
She got the body, she got the face,
right.
The sex game is good, everything is good, but
right.
I don't want to make that mistake and end up, like fucked up. Like,
well, this is the thing.
I should have seen that coming.
Right. This is the thing. What you want to do is, has she mentioned to you about being in a relationship with you at all? Like, has she like hinted at that? Has she said anything? Like, what did that ever happen?
Yeah, she already told me, like, because when we first started talking to each other, I had a girl.
Right.
And then I broke up with her. So she was like, yeah, the only way that she's going to continue with me is if we're in a relationship.
Right.
So I told her, we could work towards that, but I never really made it official that we're together.
Right. Well, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do is keep chilling with her. You understand? Keep like hanging out, having fun with her, hooking up with her, doing all the other stuff. You understand? And at some point, what's going to happen is that she's going to bring it up again. But you don't necessarily need to bring anything up, because what you got to understand about relationships, having those long-term girlfriend-boyfriend relationships, it's just like anything else where the girl has to choose it. You understand? She has to choose, because she could be fucking with her ex still on a low on the side. You don't know. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what you need to do is you need to be able to be that dude who's there chilling with her, hooking up, hanging out with her, doing all the other stuff, but you're still falling back. Like you're not trying to, like, you're not the one saying, yo, so we've been seeing each other for 6 months, and what does this mean? And none of that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just
don't
keep
put no timetable.
Right. Keep that shit casual as hell. You feel what I'm saying? And then
I got you.
And then what's going to happen is at some point she's going to be thinking, because this is the thing, when women are dealing with you, because trust me, she probably, just in general, there's always exceptions, but women generally be, she'll be messing with you, sort of maybe messing with her ex, and there could be some other dude. You understand? But see, what you got to understand is most guys don't know how to, fucking fall back and chill and be that type of dude that a woman is going to want to chase and continue to get, right? So, if you're that dude who knows how to do it, she's going to start being more attracted to you. Now, if she's still, do you know how long she was with her ex for? Like how long they've been together? You know?
She's 21 and I'm 22, and she was with her ex since she was 19. So for 2 years they were together.
Right. So, and the thing is, with the ex thing, she could still be feeling him, so that could go that way. You feel what I'm saying? But what's going to help you is when you just chill, fall back, have fun, do what you got to do, and not make it a thing. Don't make it an issue. Don't mention it. Don't pressure her. Don't be like, hey, what's going on with us? None of that. Just keep chilling.
Don't bring it up at all.
Right. Don't bring that shit up at all. Make her be the one that brings it up. Once she brings it up, then you can talk about it. Then you can have that conversation. But you chill. Don't say shit. You feel what I'm saying? And so, and the reason why you're doing that is because what's going to happen is that either her ex or whatever, let's say they still fucking around, he might do something stupid or act crazy or act, super like needy or whatever. And so she's always constantly comparing him to you. She's going to be constantly comparing some other guy to you. So this is what they do. So what happens is that within the comparison, you got to be the dude who's the top dude, and the top dude does not, fucking try to, you're saying he's not trying to like, be running up on her. He's not chasing her. He's not whining about, hey, where's this going? Like the top dude's not doing that. You feel what I'm saying? The top dude is doing his thing, and then she's gonna want to chase after him to get him. You feel what I'm saying? And so that's what you gotta be on that thing. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. I'm gonna have that mindset. I'm gonna approach it just like that, bro. Appreciate it.
Definitely, man. All right, bro. I'm gonna let you, man.
All right, I'm gonna let you get to some more calls, man. Appreciate the knowledge, bro.
All right, no problem. Peace.
All right. Peace.
Yeah, man. So what's up in the spot? Oh man, we got my dude He Didn't Succeed talking that shit again. What's up, He Didn't Succeed? What's going on, bro? So you said Santo X. You said Desperation is super attractive in all genders. Yeah, that's the thing. You gotta be, you gotta just be like, look, I'm cool, I'm good, and that's what makes you extremely attractive to women. When you're not on some, oh, where's this going? What do you mean? What does this all mean? About what? Nah, let them do that. You see what I'm saying? You gotta let them do that shit. You feel what I mean? He Didn't Succeed. He said hot women are not getting with tore up from the floor up dudes. Yeah, I agree with you. See, this is what I was talking about earlier. You can't always think, you understand, just in simplistic forms all the time. Because when you think about shit in this, simplistic sort of way, a lot of times you miss out on the little details that create certain situations. So if I'm saying, look, you don't have to be a super hot guy to get a hot chick, your mind immediately switches and says, oh, so are you saying that you could be some bum on the street with your clothes tore up and you could get hot chicks? We're not saying that. You see what I'm saying? If you're just thinking of it's just this and that on the super extremes, then you're going to miss out on understanding the game. You feel what I'm saying? It's crazy. So you got to understand what's going on. Staying ready. So, well, Miles be back on Sunday. Yeah, he's gonna be back this Sunday on the Bad Boy Show. We're gonna get it popping. Ken would drive. He said, "How do you approach white girls without making them feel scared?" Dude, just approach them. If they scared, that's on them. Don't worry about. See, don't worry about their reactions and all. If they scared, then whatever. Keep it moving because you. Their fear has nothing to do with you. Their fear is there because they're scared. Period. You feel what I'm saying? So, J Dollar was good. But yeah, when it comes to these hot chicks, man, you guys gotta remember that. And I did a video about this a few months ago. I was talking about a woman being hot is all in your mind. You see what I'm saying? That shit is all in your mind. Because a girl who's a 10 to you probably could be a 5 to me. And a girl who's a 10 to me could probably be a 5 to you. You understand? So there's no thing where, this chick it's a fact this chick is hot. You understand? He doesn't see. You said if you're average looking, you're not gonna be her first pick. Well, yeah, if you're average looking to her, you gotta understand the subjective nature goes both ways. You understand? So if I see a chick, she's either hot or not hot based off of what I think is hot or not hot. If a girl sees you, you are hot or not hot based off of her perception or her thoughts on hot or not hot. So average is dependent upon the person seeing you. So a chick, she could see a guy who looks this way and he's average to her, and see another guy and he looks hotter, or this other guy looks whack. It all depends on the person. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. It's all dependent on the person. But see, because okay, let's say, and so this is the thing. People think that, again, there's this universal, this person is just hot to everybody. No. You can have a person who's, a lot of people will say is attractive. So let's say, for example, I have a friend, this chick, she's this black chick, right? She don't fuck with white dudes. Period. Okay? She's never dated a white guy. She's not attracted to white guys at all. Right? So, but she's seen white dudes when she says, yeah, he's a good looking white guy. He's attractive. But she won't touch him. You understand? So to her, there could be a black guy who, let's say that you have a black guy who, on a scale of 1 to 10, you would probably call him like a 6. That black guy who's a 6 to my friend would look like a 10 in comparison to the white guy who's, quote unquote, the good looking dude. You see what I'm saying? So this is what I'm trying to tell you, is that dependent upon the woman and who she finds attractive is what it is. You said there's women who a lot of guys think is hot. Even Steve Dedeen said this. Yeah, there's guys who a lot of women think is hot. Now my question to you, and I've said this a million times, what does that have to do with you? I'm gonna say it again. What does that have to do with you? Right? Because you have to find the girls who think you're attractive. You understand what I'm saying? And you have to be the best you can be. This is what the game is about. You worrying about what this other person thinks? That shit don't make no sense. It's stupid. What's going on? Who's calling?
Yeah, this is Jason from Ohio.
What's going on, bruh?
All right, here's my situation.
Right.
I'm trying to. I don't really want sex from women because I'm afraid of catching STDs.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a foot fetish and I want to get foot jobs for women. How do I go about getting those?
You said, how do you go about doing what?
foot jobs. Yeah.
He said, how do you go about getting foot
Yeah,
jobs?
it's a blow job, right? Yeah, foot jobs.
What do you mean foot jobs? What are you talking about foot jobs? Like fucking a chick's feet?
Yeah.
Well, you do. You got to find chicks that's into that shit. You got to go on those fetish websites. You got to talk to women and say, yo, this is what I'm into. Are you into that? You understand what I'm saying?
I mean, outside of the website, though, like how I go about bringing it up to our society.
How do you go about bringing it up to the chick? Well,
yes,
this is my question. This is my question. Hold on. This is my question to you. Are you saying that you want to fuck the chick's feet because you're scared of catching an STD? That's why you want to fuck the feet?
That's part of it, yeah.
Dude.
And also like chicks, yeah.
Dude, this is what you understand. Yo, if you're doing that based off of the fact that you're scared of catching an STD, but do you actually like fucking chicks' feet? Let me answer me that.
Yes.
Okay, you like fucking these chicks' feet, right? Now it's just funny to me, part of me, but they laughing at each other. No, but there's guys who like fucking chicks' feet. I ain't, whatever. But if you like fucking chicks' feet, you can just bring that up and be like, look, this is what I'm into, right? But the way you bring it up is you bring that shit up in the conversation about you when it's an actual sexual conversation. See, anything you want to talk about with a woman in the conversation, you just bring it up and slide it in through how you're communicating. So, for example, if me and you are talking and we're talking about, let's say I wanted to talk to you about a car, like buying a car. I might just be like, yo, my man, what's up? How you been? How's your weekend? We start talking about the weekend. And I'll be like, yo, so, do you travel a lot? Like, how do you get from here to there? Oh, you take the bus? You ever thought about getting a car? So now we're talking about cars. So when you're talking to a chick, you talking to her, let's say you on a date or whatever, or you meet a chick at a bar, at a club, whatever, you talking, you're like, yeah, so, I like chicks who are into a lot of freaky stuff. Are you one of those freaks, or are you one of those, like, sort of like lame, corny, regular type of chicks that just like having missionary sex? What type of, what are you into? And then you get to a conversation of that, and then you say, yo, I'm into fucking chicks' feet. You feel what I'm saying? And a girl might be like, what? Some girls will be like, what the fuck is that? Or some girls will be like, yeah, that sounds interesting, blah, blah, blah. And then you proceed that way. But there's a lot of people who you could find online. There's a lot of different, groups and shit where you could find chicks who want to do that type of stuff, right? But what I would say is you doing that based off of your fear of not catching an STD, you feel what I'm saying? That's, I don't think you need to go down that route of just fucking feet because you're scared of catching an STD. You understand? Because the thing is, if that's the case, you're just never going to end up having, it's like, are you planning on never having intercourse with a woman again?
Like, I've had intercourse with a woman, but a woman I'm committed to. I'm talking about just random women.
Right.
Doing foot jobs for them.
Okay, so yeah, so you can do that. So then, just when you dealing with chicks, you understand? Just let them know, like, look, I actually want to get more intimate with a woman that I'm seeing long term or whatever. You understand? And there's a lot of chicks that you can actually interact with that's gonna be cool with that. You feel what I'm saying? So but the thing is, you should necessarily be scared or worried about STDs, because you got to be careful. You got to make sure that you are using protection. Make sure you get checked out a lot. You understand? And even if you want to sort of get to know a woman a little bit,
I'm not really trying to deal with none of that, man. I'm just like, when it comes to the sex thing, I just want to do it to the one chick I'm committed to. So I ain't got to worry about.
Nah, I feel you. I feel you.
That,
Nah, I feel you on that. I'm just saying that the fear, you understand what I'm saying, is something that's going to affect you even getting to the point of having that one girl. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you might be with a girl who could, let's say, be a chick you like. That could be a good girlfriend of you. You feel what I'm saying? And then so your fear of catching an STD might make you not want to have sex with her, make you not want to have intercourse with her before she's your girlfriend. And that could be the thing that deters her from wanting to be your girl, because she's going to want to have sex with you. And you're like, nah, I don't know about sex. She's going to be like, what the fuck? Why you don't want to have sex with me? So what you could do is you could, talk to her and be like, look, this is what I want to do. I want to have sex with somebody I know, and it's my girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. So let's go both get tested. and then after that we could fuck all night, fuck all day. You feel what I'm saying? So all I'm saying to you is this: you have to orchestrate your situations to where you are able to get what you want, and at the same time know how to get it without at the same time ruining the situation for you to get it. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's kind of like if I want a job, if I want to go get a job, I dress in a suit or whatever, get my hair cut, have my resume. You understand? There's a way you go about getting the jobs. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if I want to get a job, but I'm like, oh, I don't like wearing suits because they itch me, so I'm gonna wear my fucking fitted and whatever. That's probably gonna deter me from getting a job. So this is what I'm trying to say. Like, the stuff that you want, which is that girl that you can have in a long-term relationship, you can get that. But if you're going into the relationships with the fear, right? The fear is going to be the thing that's going to stop you from getting those situations a lot of times. You see what I'm saying? Because within that fear, you're probably going to be very like evasive with it. She's going to probably think you're not interested in her sexually, and that's going to make her stop wanting to call you and see you. So if you let her know, like, hey, No. So what I'm saying is that, you can let her know, like, listen, I'm really interested in you. My thing is, I like to have sex with women who I'm, in a relationship with or really, with, and I just want to make sure that, we're both clean so that we don't catch anything. Now, there's going to be a lot of chicks who are going to be able to respect that. You feel what I'm saying? Because you're coming at it from an authentic, honest way. You feel what I'm saying? But the thing is, you don't want to go up to a girl and say, hey, can I fuck your feet because I'm scared of catching STDs? She's gonna look at you like, what's up with this dude? You know what I'm saying? Like,
hear me out though. I mean, I don't like. I got a real strong fetish for feet, so like, I'm cool with that. And the majority of the chicks out here, I'm not really interested in having actual sex with them. So
right.
If I can just get foot jobs from them, I'm cool with that.
Right.
So,
Yeah. If that's what you want to do, look. If that's what you want to do, like, that's what you want to do, go for it. I'm just talking about the fear part of the STDs. I feel like if you actually like doing that shit with feet, cool. But if I was saying if you were doing it just because you fear STDs, that's an issue. That's a problem. You see what I'm saying? So definitely,
that's like the fear is probably like about 35% of it.
Okay.
65 is I actually like feet.
Okay, so, cool. Yeah, so do that. Do that.
All right. So like when I'm approaching a woman and like I tell her, hey, I'm just trying to get a foot job, but I'm really not trying to have sex with you. Like what they look at it in the sense that they ain't getting nothing from it, they're giving something for nothing,
Right.
Like, how do I go about going to get
it all depends on the girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, she might want to try something. Maybe she never did that before. Maybe she's into that and she has done that. So it's about you being able to investigate. But also, what you gotta understand is that what you're asking for isn't something that is mainstream. You see what I'm saying? So whenever you're trying to do something that's not mainstream, right, you have to do a little bit more work to get to those situations. You understand? Or find out outlets where you can get that situation going. You understand? So for example, like, with me with open relationships, right? Like, open relationships is sort of getting mainstream, but it's not really still. You understand? So if I approach a girl and I tell her, like, look, I got a wife and, but I'm feeling you, let's make something happen, yada, yada, yada. I have to come at it in a certain way, and I have to be able to put in a certain amount of work to find the woman who is cool with that. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to put in some work to find the women who are cool with the whole foot thing. You see what I mean?
Okay.
So that's all.
So I mean, like, something like on a date or something with a chick, I just bring up, like, hey, let me see what your feet look like. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. You bring it up in the flow of the conversation. Remember, it should be a flow. It shouldn't be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? What's your name? Oh, it's good seeing you. But listen, let me see your feet. Like, you don't want to just, you know what I'm saying? Just, you understand? So within the flow of a conversation, so y'all can be talking about, some regular shit, talk about this. Then you slide in, the topic of conversation is sex and freakiness or whatever. So right, so you put in that conversation. So now you're on the same page, and then so when you hit her with that, it makes sense in context. You see what I'm saying? So, so for example, you're on a date with the girl. Let's say you met some girl, in the street. You got a number. Y'all set up a date for this Friday. You go on a date. Y'all meet up. You see her at the bar. You give her a hug. You sit at the bar. Hey, how's your week going? How's your week going? Oh, what do you do? You got any brothers and sisters? Regular stuff like that. All this other stuff. Then you be like, so, how long you been, on Tinder or OkCupid or whatever? How's that working for you? You meet any cool people on there? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I meet some people that's like this, like that. Oh, by the way, I was talking to my friend, and he said he met this girl, and she was like really freaky because she likes to do such and such and such. So, I was wondering, what about you? Like, are you on that freaky vibe, or like what on a scale of 1 to 10, how freaky are you? So now you're in the conversation of about to drop the question about the foot. You feel what I'm saying? About being, you see what I mean? You make it flow within the conversation. So that's how you bring it up. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I see, man. All right, man.
Definitely, man. All right, so yeah, do that, and don't be scared of. Don't let these STDs scare you, man. Just use protection, and all that good stuff. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I got you.
All right, man. I'm out at you, bro.
Yeah.
All right, peace. Yeah, man, he got the foot fetish going on, man. People, some people got this shit. It's crazy. Yeah, I said easy 0-0. You said this guy's hilarious. Your mouth is dry as hell. All that bullshit. Crazy. Real illness. He said that he trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. He said it's the weirdest call. I think he called before too, or I think he must have emailed me, because I had another dude email me about feet. That could have been the same guy. He said he'd be fingering in between the toes. Oh, hilarious. Funny. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
What's good with you? This is Daniel from Oakland.
What up? Who's this?
Daniel from Oakland.
Oh, what's going on? Daniel from where? You said where you from?
Oakland.
Okay, what's going on with you?
Is my phone breaking up? Is it janky?
Oh, no, you good now. What's going on with you?
Nah, I'm just laughing because I was just singing a little thing where the dude called in about fucking bitches in their feet. I was just rolling. Like, damn.
Hey, some people got it like that, Some people like it like that. But what's going on with you?
So I had a quick question for you, because I've been watching a few of your episodes where you were talking about like female friends, and I think you were saying like, unless you fucking female, whatever you believe. Because more than anything, she's kind of benefiting off of it, more than you are. But
right.
I gotta, I'm not, the type that, believe in that friend zone, this, that, and the third, you feel me? Like, not on none of that. But, I do feel like, female friends do, offer a lot of things to the table in regards to resources. Not necessarily just other females, but, job opportunities and things like that.
Right.
But, I do agree with you. It does get tempting because you a man, and at the end of the day, especially if the female cute, you still, you're a man at the end of the day. But
right. Well, the thing is this though, when it comes to like, because when people do talk about friend zone and all that, see, there's a difference between having a chick who is, you consider her a friend because there's actually some sort of beneficial thing between you and her. So for example, like my homegirl Amina Zena, I consider her a friend. You feel what I mean? Because she does a lot of, work with me together. We do a lot of things that pertain to me and her progressing in what we're doing. Like, it's not like I'm sitting there and, I have this crush on her and I want her and then she didn't want me, so now I'm just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's the thing, is that if you have a female friend, right, that's just like, on some platonic shit, it needs to be a situation where it's not you being her friend because it's the default, because she didn't want you and you were trying to get at her. You see what I mean?
I agree with you 100%.
Right.
Because I was talking to my partners about that before in the past, and I'm not with that you know, like you just said, you got a cute little female, and you trying to be in the friend zone, just waiting along, and
Right.
possibly 2 or 3 months, you just waiting to fuck. Like I'm not with that. I'm talking about, you know, like you just mentioned, a female friend who, you know, y'all just trading resources one another. You know, you don't got no sexual feelings, but
Right.
you know, you bring something to the table, and you probably bring something to the table. Well, you know, of course, you know, a good-looking female friend too. She most likely got access to, you know, because you know, good-looking females most likely she got access to, you know, wealth, whether you know, because there's a lot of dudes out there that's probably choosing and fucking with them. So, you know, they might open some doors for you. You know, whether it's job opportunities or other
Right.
females as well. So I just wanted to get that, you know, that take, because I think, I don't know if I misinterpreted it, but I remember you said, like, and I feel you was like, you don't have no feet. You was like, unless you fucking, you ain't with that female.
Right, that's the
female
thing.
friend.
Well, if I'm not smashing, or we not doing any type of business, or you know what I'm saying, then there's no real friendship. Because the thing is, there's always exceptions, but most guys don't have anything in common with women. You understand what I'm saying? To actually be friends. You understand? So like, for example, if I'm chilling with one of my homeboys, right? It's like, yo, let's meet up and go holler at these chicks. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I've never called up my female friend and say, yo, let's go holler at some girls. You feel what I'm saying? So like, what do we? You know what I mean? Or if I'm talking about, like, you know, generally, like, if you're dealing with your male friends or whatever, right? What happens is that you're free to, like, say whatever the fuck you want. You understand? You're just chilling. You doing this. This is a different type of male energy when it comes to friendship. You know, if you hanging around a whole bunch of chicks, you say some shit. Oh, I'm so offended. What did you mean by that? You see what I'm saying? So how I'm gonna be friends with you if I can't, you know, say what the fuck I want? It's gonna be an issue all the time. You see what I mean? So that's what I mean. Where it's like, what am I gonna be friends with you for? Like, I can be acquaintances with you. I got a lot of female acquaintances. Hell yeah, but as far as like friends or best friends, no, it ain't happening. You see what I'm saying?
Nah, I agree with you 100%, because, you know, I see a lot of dudes sometimes when they with their female partners, they compromise themselves so much.
Exactly.
I'm like,
exactly.
Nigga. Well, I'm like, nigga, like,
Exactly.
you ain't fucking this bitch. Like,
Exactly.
You ain't fucking it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I know I feel you 100%. If I feel like I can't be 100%, well, I'm, you know, I'll be talking shady about bitches, this, that, and third,
Right.
you know, female partners and shit like that. And like you said, you know, if they not receptive to it, you know, you just got to keep it pushing, you feel me? Because
Right.
I feel like if I can't be myself with, you know, especially somebody that you're not fucking, it's like, get the fuck out my face.
That's what I'm saying, and it's just, and it becomes annoying. That's what I'm saying, like, and that's why, because I've been around certain women where it's like I'm just trying to chill, relax, do my thing, and it's like it's always an issue. So, because if I'm chilling with a girl and she's my friend and we at a bar or something, and a chick walk in and she's bad as fuck, right? And I'm looking at the hot girl and I'm like, y'all fuck the shit out that chick. You understand? Now, if a chick is that I'm with, who's my female friend, is offended by me saying that, or is annoyed that I'm saying, or even low key jealous that I'm looking at some other chick, then she's not really my friend. You see what I mean? So chicks who say, oh, he's my friend, or all that's nonsense. A lot of them, they have guys who are trying to get with them, who are in the friend zone, who they just keep around to feel good and to talk about bullshit. It's not no friendship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
you know.
and I noticed, I be peeping where you got. I remember you said it on the episode too, where, but you was talking about a female that you fucked before, but you said like y'all went out one time, like after, you know, y'all was just on some friend shit, and she was expecting you to pay for some shit.
Exactly.
And you had to let her know, and I be noticing that, because there be some women that, for some reason, they feel like men owe them something.
That's what, right, and that's what I'm saying. They even if they're your friend, right, they still sort of treat it like you're my date. Like you going to the movies with your friend, but she expecting you to still pay for shit. She expecting you to do it. Like, you see what I'm saying? But see, the reason why they're doing that is because it's natural for when a man and a woman get together for the dynamic to be sexual. This is why friendships with women don't make sense, because it's not supposed to be friendships. You see what I'm saying? There's supposed to be sexual interactions between a man and a woman. You feel what I'm saying? That friendship is some societal bullshit that they put together. Because naturally, between a man and a woman, there's supposed to be sexual intercourse happening. There's supposed to be that happening. So this is why it's hard for men and women to be friends, because there's always going to be that dynamic. You understand? And then usually the only time it's not that dynamic is either if one or both parties are not into, the other person. So if the girl is not into the guy, then the sex ain't going to happen, but there's always going to be some frustration on his part because he's into her. So same thing for the guy. If the guy has a girl who's his friend, and then the girl is actually, because girls get in the friend zone too. There's certain girls who, a guy is not feeling her, but she's cool. So, he's cool with her, but he's not really trying to fuck with her like that. But see, it's a little bit different for women, because if a chick is just even a little bit decent, a guy is still going to take some head, at least. You feel what I'm saying? From his friend who's a girl. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just a whole different, dynamic. You know what I mean?
Nah, I feel you 100%.
Right.
And I think that there's nothing wrong with having a lot of female cordial friends, like you keep it cordial, and
right.
Whether it's at work or other things, I think it's cool. But I do feel like if you do got close female friends, it should be limited to I can't say a number amount, but I think it should be a handful, because I feel like if you got a lot of close female friends, then it might be a sign where it's you might be on some beta male shit where you get too much influence.
Right,
some females.
Right, and that's another thing. If you hanging around a whole bunch of chicks, you understand, you're gonna pick up on that feminine energy. You feel what I'm saying? And you're gonna become one of those beta males. This is why a lot of dudes that you hear that's on some super simp, mangina, beta male type of energy, it's because they've been hanging around and been influenced by women. You feel what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. Women are very they're so good at getting you to sort of see their point, because we're always looking at shit at face value. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're hanging out with a girl, and let's say you hanging out with two girls, right? And one of them is your friend or whatever, and the other girl knows her or whatever, and you're hanging out and you're talking, and they start talking about, these guys out here, I they're so annoying when they just come up and talk to me. I just want to go through my day and blah blah blah. And then you keep hearing that shit, and then what happens is that you start taking on that thought process, and then you start seeing other dudes do it, and you're like, oh, well, he shouldn't go and approach her. Maybe she just wants to, you start sounding like the chicks. You feel what I'm saying? And that's because you've been hanging around all those girls on some friend shit, and you weren't doing what you should have been doing, which is being a dude and, getting your fuck on and getting your interactions with them how it's supposed to be. You feel what I'm saying?
No, I think it has to be at a way where y'all trading resources, and then the female that your female friend, she's really conforming to you. You feel me? In regards to how you think, and you just keeping her around like she's just your female partner, or whatever.
Right.
But she's on some, or on some tomboyish. You feel me? Cause I think that if you around them too much, you ultimately don't. Just like you talk about the beta males. A lot of them grew up with their moms, their aunties, their grandmas, and like you said, they hear about their dad being maybe their dad or whoever, their uncles wasn't shit, so they internalize that, and they value for manhood just starts to depreciate.
Exactly.
Then subconsciously, when you go out here and you trying to fuck with these females, you thinking how they think. It's nah, they.
Oh yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. So, you just gotta, because there's nothing wrong with if you dealing with a chick and you consider her a friend and, she's actually benefiting you in some way. Like you were saying, she might know somebody that could hook you up with some job, or she knows somebody that could do this, or she's doing this for you, whatever. But there has to be some benefit. There has to be some sort of reciprocation. But if a guy's in that friend zone and he's just basically hanging around her just to, to kiss her ass and be some attention type of shit, then that's whack. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with you 100%, man. But nah, man, keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm gonna call you back, man. Hopefully, next week or two, man.
That's
keep doing what you're doing, brother.
That's what's up. All right, man. I'm gonna holler at you.
Stay safe.
Peace. All right, let me see. This thing is looking like it's going slow as fuck. Hold on, let me see. Alright, I hate when this shit do this. It should be lagging and shit. Shit is so crazy. Alright, you guys can see me. Everything's good. Okay. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
What's up, Locario? This Jay calling in, man.
What's going on? Where you from?
I was just wanting to say, like, yeah, I agree, man.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Where you from?
Oh, I'm from Atlanta.
Atlanta. Okay, that's what's up. Well, go ahead. What you saying?
We got them all down here, black, white, whatever you want. It's down here.
That's
no
what's up.
Shortage, supply shortage whatsoever. But which is a good thing because they allow you. I feel like in Atlanta, you can holler at 10 different girls a day, and go to Tuesday and Wednesday 10 different girls. You're still not gonna even scratch the surface.
Right.
So that's a good thing to kind of work on your game. But yeah, it's kind of crazy sometimes, like the whole female-male dynamic where you like. Sometimes you be like, damn, can I really have, like, I ask myself, like, can I really have a female friend and it's just a platonic situation?
Right.
But then start to look at it, I'm like, if she even, like, remotely, you see what I'm saying? I know the male in me is going to try to want to try.
Exactly.
In the right moment.
Exactly.
And so it's like, damn, I don't know, you see what I'm saying? Because I had one homegirl, I'm talking about she was bad.
Right.
And I tried to block it out, the whole... You see what I'm saying? Like the sexual part, but man, that shit it don't work.
Right, exactly. And you gotta think about this. If you with a chick and she's cool as hell, you understand? And she looks good, that makes you want her even more. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. That sounds like the perfect girlfriend situation.
Exactly.
She's cool and she look good.
Right.
But it's like man, that's difficult. And then another thing you also said, like if they well, the situation I see where it can work if her benefit is outside the whole sexuality. Like if it's a girl plugged in at this job, they can get me this job.
Right.
This girl, like I'm interested in the music industry, and she works for Epic Records.
Right.
Like
exactly.
It makes sense. Yeah, but if she doesn't have like she's like a software engineer, and I'm got them on some other shit. Like I don't see like because it's also weird. Because think about when your friend who you say a platonic situation with, when she get a dude, the first thing she gonna tell you, oh, now you can't call me after these hours, or you can't do this because I don't want to disrespect my man.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so shit, if we just friends, why does that shit matter?
Right, exactly,
you know
right.
When my dude got a girl, we go out, I see her call them at night, you see what I'm saying? It's just like those societal elements are still gonna come into play. It can never be just like a man and man brohood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. That's a good point because, like you said, like if she end up getting with a dude, he's gonna be looking at her like, "What you this guy your friend? Get the fuck out of here!" He's gonna be like, "Nah, you ain't seeing this dude." So like now it potentially fucks up your friendship because she got some new guy. You feel what I'm saying? Like she got a boyfriend now. You see what I mean?
Exactly.
That's
and
real
it's
talk.
just like, and if you're not either getting sex or opportunities out of these girls, it's like. I don't really see what the purpose is, because when I break it down, sometimes I was telling my friend, because my homie, he wanted me to go out with some chicks last Friday.
Right.
And so I was like, cool, I'll be your wingman. So he picked the chicks up, and he ended up taking them to Waffle House. So the chick that was kind of what was partnering up with me, who I was dealing with that night, they just expect me to pay for her meal. And I'm like, damn, I ain't known her 30 minutes.
Exactly.
Why would I be obligated to, you know what I'm saying, pay for her meal?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, it don't provide no value. And then when I broke down the night, I'm like, okay, my homie, he had to go pick up these chicks, so he put gas in his car. He had to go get them some weed, so he had to purchase the weed. He had to buy liquor. You see what I'm saying? Take them out to eat. And it's like, it's just too much of an investment for the return. I don't even think just sitting alone is enough of an investment to be doing this every weekend. You know what I'm saying? Because like,
you know?
that's a lot of goddamn time and effort to be putting in for something you may or may not even get.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you just got to, people got to, where with me, I just been trying to be more selective, like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of giving my attention to every female, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Nah, real talk, man. Because you know, some of these chicks, like you know, that's the thing. No matter if they see you as like a friend or whatever, they'll still treat you or expect you to act like they dating you, even though we just friends. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is crazy to me. You know. So you know,
like the whole nightlife shit is set up around it. Just think about it.
Right.
Every time you go to a club, it can be the most exclusive shit. Ladies free all night.
Right. Exactly.
Because you know dudes is gonna come out
and spend all that money.
He at the door. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we got spots in Atlanta where it's dudes 60 at the door.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? They just come in there to flirt with women. Like, that's
Right.
just crazy to me. Then you got to buy the drinks and the $500 VIP section.
Right, all that bullshit. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Hell nah, man. This shit ain't.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even go in the clubs. I just holler at them chicks in the street outside the clubs. I'm like the outside is my club. On the street, that's what you know what I'm saying. Like fuck all that shit. You know what I mean? It's crazy,
exactly, man.
It's crazy.
And it's like this, like just to impress women. We spend so much. Whether it's like a guy ain't gonna go buy a Versace belt or Fendi shoes or shit shoes to impress Mr. Locario.
Right, exactly.
They buying it to impress. Like it's too much of an investment. I prefer to start a business. Like.
Right, and that's why, and that's why I be telling dudes like, yo, when you be dealing with these chicks, if you going on dates or you doing any type of thing that's gonna cost some money, you know, you got to keep that shit super cheap, super low to when you trying to like interact with a girl. Because the thing is, if you trying to do something to interact with her, get to know her, whatever, or you know, go on dates or whatever, like you gotta do something. Like, you know, unless a chick is coming straight to your house, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go out and do something. So whatever you doing, you gotta make sure that it's low cost or $0. You feel what I'm saying? Because the amount of you know, because first of all, you're already paying with your time. You feel what I'm saying? Then
exactly.
Right.
That's
So
one of the companies you can't even get back.
Right, exactly. And then you don't want to be putting out all this money for some, you know, a situation with some chick who you don't even know if you even like yet. Because just because you see a chick and she hot and you get a number and you call her and you set a date, that don't mean that you still don't even know what this chick is about. You don't know what she gonna bring. You know what I'm saying? So you still sort of evaluating that and seeing what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's just crazy, like Mr. Locario, sometimes what you see will mess up your mindset towards things. Like, for instance, like I had this girl that used to stay by me in my apartment complex, and I know she had a dude, but one day, the guy, so she took an Uber, right, but it wasn't really her Uber.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she had her guy thinking that was the Uber driver, and it was the guy she was smashing. And I was just like, I just constantly hear stories, like even this weekend, another girl that I'm cool with, she, a lot of times, when a guy take a girl on a date, and that's why I never ask a girl where she want to go.
Oh, right,
because
right.
if you do, number one, that shows beta male activity.
Exactly.
And also, a lot of times, girls will try to go to the most expensive shit, and like, just milk you out your stuff, like, oh, I want to try this new restaurant.
Right, right.
On my dime. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So this shit.
Right, and then after the date, they go and fuck the other dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they go fuck the other dude.
Right, you see what I mean? But see, dudes, a lot of beta males don't understand that a lot of these dudes out here, they get so caught up in the hype and believe in the bullshit that they've been fed that they don't even realize they're getting played. And see, that's the thing that I try to teach guys, like, yo, you got to understand the reality of the situation. As soon as you understand the reality, then shit is going to be a little bit more easier for you to navigate. But every time you don't understand the reality, then you're going to get taken advantage of. Shit's not going to go your way. You're going to lose a lot of time, energy, and money trying to deal with these girls and trying to make something happen. You understand?
Yeah. Exactly. I got one more question before I let you go.
Yeah, no problem.
I just want to hear your opinion on this. Okay, so back to this R. Kelly situation. Like,
right.
I'm a bit R. Kelly. So what they trying to do, some prominent black people or whatever in Atlanta trying to prevent him from performing at the show. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So it's like I'm like, damn.
So wait, so he got a show. You saying he got a show in Atlanta, and they trying to stop him from
coming up. Yeah, and they trying to stop it. They trying to stop the show. And so it's like, and they talking about if he has the show, if Live Nation allows him to still do the show, they gonna protest the show or whatever. And I got wind of the story of why they was doing it, and I guess I'm kind of late, but so apparently like he's been messing with like some girls that's in their 20s. So when they first said they was in their 20s, I'm like, okay, why the fuck are y'all mad? They're in their 20s. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, oh, he has like a cult following, he's brainwashing them.
Right, see
like, damn, bro, my girl is 20-something. I can't brainwash her to do shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's straight bullshit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like a girl he's an R&B singer, bro. Like, girls love R&B singers. And then the fact he got money, wealth, opportunity, he probably buying me on bags.
Right.
$5,000 spending money. you can't get that from me because I'm broke as shit.
Right.
You're going to gravitate to this man that's more solidified in his position in life.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But that's not cool. If anything, they playing him.
Exactly. That's I said, yo, that's I'm like, yo.
How the fuck are y'all trying to stop his show because what he's doing in his personal life?
Right. And but see, what you got to understand is people. I always say this, like, most people are idiots. Let's just keep it real. You understand? Like, a lot of people, they're on some bullshit. And what you gotta understand is that a lot of people who don't like R. Kelly, and it's for different reasons, because usually when you don't like somebody or you don't like what's going on with some other shit, it's not really about the other person. It's about you. It's about yourself. So you got a lot of people looking at this R. Kelly situation where he got these girls living in his house or whatever. So you got a lot of beta male dudes and manginas and male feminists and all these other guys like that are like, oh, you know, he must be brainwashing to these women because they don't understand, or they never got the perspective of understanding why multiple women would be interested in involving themselves with one guy like this. You understand? They can't even fathom. So they have to say he's brainwashing them. They have to say it's a cult because they don't understand game, right? That's one. Two, you got women who are older, right? Older women who, you know, you got women that love R. Kelly and shit, but then you got the older hating ass chicks who, partly the reason why they don't like the fact that R. Kelly fucks with 19-year-olds and 20-year-olds is because if you're a 45-year-old woman and you're having an issue meeting a guy, getting married, getting a boyfriend, that makes you feel like shit to know that this older dude who's damn near 50 want to still fuck around with 19-year-olds and not your old 40-year-old ass. You understand what I'm saying? So they're mad at that shit. You understand? Then what you gotta understand too is that the fact that R. Kelly, you know, did that shit back in the day with, you know, it was like he's fucking with the younger girls and all this other stuff. People, they're looking at that and they are judging him based off of the shit that happened years ago. You understand? Because right now he's fucking with chicks who are, you know, of age. So he's technically he's not doing anything wrong. He's not breaking the law. He's not doing nothing wrong. You see what I'm saying? Like, he's not doing anything wrong now, but because of what he did before, now that they're fucking with him now, and it's like, and that shit is stupid. But that's stupid because just like anybody else, if you have a motherfucker who, like, you know, robbed some place, or, you know, he did some sort of crime 10 years ago, but now he's like, you know, he's cleaned up, he probably got himself a good job, or he has a business, or he's doing such and such, right? Why is, you know, they'll be like, oh, that was 10 years ago, whatever, he's changed. How come R. Kelly doesn't have the same thing, or he doesn't have the same type of you know, energy or towards him, where we can say, okay, he's changed and he's doing his thing? You feel what I'm saying? How come for R. Kelly it's not cool? That's what I always want to know. You understand?
Yeah, that shit's crazy. Like, cause ain't nobody gonna, you see what I'm saying? When Black China get booked to do a walkthrough at a club, nobody's gonna be like, hey, you probably fucked that guy hard up and you don't.
Right,
exactly. All this guy's money. Nobody's gonna. You see what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna. You see what I'm saying? Block the negative portrayal.
Right. Because didn't Jay-Z? Hold on. Didn't Jay-Z allegedly like stab some dude back in the day, or did some fucked up shit or whatever? And we still buy Jay-Z records. We still go to Jay-Z concerts. Nobody say, oh, why you can't? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? What is it? And see, what it is though is because it's because of the whole thing about pedophilia or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? So people, for some reason, you know, it's like this crime is more important than this crime. You understand? So they're like, well, because you did that crime, you can never be forgiven. We can never let you get past that shit. So you are forever this. You feel what I'm saying? But see, when we look at people, and you know, and this is why I'm saying that most people are morons, because the thing is that every day you are actually you're basically a different type of person. You feel what I'm saying? Like your whole thought process and your whole way of doing things changes based off of your knowledge, based off of your experience. You understand? So people actually can change and have a different perspective of doing things and seeing things a certain way and reacting a certain way. So R. Kelly's like, okay, cool, I fucked up before. Look, I'm trying to do cool now and fucking with chicks of age, right? So my question is, why is this still this fucking bullshit with this nigga? You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, it's crazy.
And a lot of people who has that venom tour, I feel like a lot of those people are like underlying, because it's one thing for somebody to be doing that, but when they have a name, a celebrity, and a real talent, like he's not just no Joe Blow person who's famous. Like this man has hits for days that's gonna go on long past. Like I wish, and you know what I'm saying. The soundtrack to the fucking Ali movie. You know, the world's greatest. So the fact that he has that. And he has that, I feel like people find that that's problematic. Like they feel like, okay, he has too much of, like he has engineered his world to look like how he wants it. And a lot of people don't like that shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I just think that, that's a fucked up way, because if you really look at it, that what he doing ain't wrong, because a lot of this stuff is like, you know what I'm saying? That's just his business. But then you'll see some shit like, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, women don't take accountability. They be like, oh, niggas ain't shit. But then just like when I seen this Usher picture, you know, he got married to that girl or whatever. How about the girl that he allegedly gave herpes to? She was the bridesmaid of the fucking, you know what I'm saying, of the bride. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, yeah, Usher may be fucked up for not disclosing he had herpes or whatever. But goddamn, like, your bridesmaid is probably like one of your best friends. So she fucked the guy that, you know what I'm saying, in your wedding picture.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's how it go, man.
She needs $1.1 million. Like, get the fuck out of here.
That's how it go. That's how it go. You know, the name of the game is, you know, never hold women accountable for anything. You understand? That's the name of the game. Because just like them chicks that are supposedly being brainwashed in R. Kelly's spot, it's like, oh, you know, well, these women aren't accountable. They just didn't know any better. R. Kelly brainwashed them because, you know, apparently these women aren't grown women who can think for themselves. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous. But, you know, that's how they do it, man. That's how they do it. But, yo, listen, man, I'm going to get some more of these calls real quick.
Thank you so much,
yeah,
Mr.
man.
Locario. I'm going to
Definitely.
check you out, bro. Appreciate
Definitely,
everything.
man. Thanks for calling. I appreciate it, man.
All right, have a good day.
Cool. All right. You have somebody calling from 33 something and somebody else calling from 803. You guys can call back. Crazy. Alright, let me see who this is. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Yo,
what up? Who's this?
Oh.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's going on? Who's this?
This is Andrew from Baytown.
Andrew, what's going on with you?
I was wondering, since you were mentioning friends and stuff, like this, you were talking about simps and all this, and I noticed I've been doing this for a long time with girls too. I'll make friends, or I'll meet a girl or whatever, and I always go to their house, and I always hit them up first, and I noticed it kind of like, I'm not sure if, what was I going to say, damn, I'm really bad at describing things. It's called
what?
Like, they never hit me up, you know what I mean?
So you saying that you got girls that you chill with who are your friends? And
No. I was saying, like, I have friends, like, I do this with friends too, like, I always, like, nobody ever hits me up. And, you know, always hit them up first. I always make go out of my way to, like, hey, you want to chill today? Hey, you want to hang out today? You want to go grab something to eat today? And, you know, they always like, yeah, you know, my girlfriend this, my girlfriend that, or this, you know, this happened, that happened. They always make excuses to not want to hang out with me. And I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
And you saying you saying those are your, so you said you call up your male friends to say, let's hang out. And you're the one who calls them all the time. And they be like, oh, I can't hang out because my girlfriend doesn't want me to do this and all that other shit. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, you're going to have to get some different friends, bro. Because it seemed like they just don't want to fuck with you. You understand what I'm saying?
I think it's because I've been, you know, listening to your content. You know, I've been listen to a lot of MGTOW stuff, and you know, I've been getting this kind of red pill mindset to where I'm like, you know, bitches ain't shit and all that. I mean, I don't go out and say that. I don't go out of my house like, yo, bitches ain't shit. No,
right.
I don't do that.
But also,
like
you gotta understand, if you got friends who have girlfriends and shit, right? A lot of times when you have friends who got girlfriends and shit, and you know, or you can even have relatives that have girlfriends or whatever, or even wives and all that. A lot of times, them dudes, if you have, you know, you try to hang out with your boys, they're so pussy whipped. You understand? And they follow their girl so much that they forget that they're a man. So then you end up not being able to hang out with them anyway because their girl don't want them hanging out with you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they're probably talking shit about you because they're like, oh, I don't like him because and then so therefore, since they want to keep getting pussy, they falling back from you. You see what I mean?
Yeah, it really pisses me off too, because like I can't never hang out with them. I can never like I want to go and work with them and go make money.
Right.
Try to make money on the side and stuff, and they're always like, oh, my girlfriend wants to do this.
Right.
My girlfriend doesn't like me. A lot of their girlfriends don't like me.
Oh, of course they're not gonna like you because you trying to you telling them, yo, you know, you telling them some real shit. That's the thing. And so these guys are not they're not the type of dudes who are masculine enough to be like, look, this is what I want to do and this is what it is to their girl. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I kind of like, you know, I feel sorry for them sometimes too, because they always complain about their girlfriends, or my girlfriend did this. You know, their girlfriends, a lot of them have attitudes like me.
Right.
Like, they always get at me too. They always try to treat me like how they treat the boyfriend. And there's
Right.
been times where I actually snapped at them. I'm like, hey, you're not gonna treat me like that. You're not gonna talk to me like that.
Right.
I don't give a shit. You know,
But see, this is the thing. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna have to get yourself some new friends who, you know, preferably guy friends who aren't pussy whipped and who aren't manginas and fucking simps.
How do you do that?
Well, you basically gotta go to places where you see other guys who are like-minded like you. You understand? Like even dudes like you probably gonna need more single friends. You understand? Or guys who are players, guys who are actually out there just doing their own thing, because they're gonna be more in alignment with sort of what you're trying to do. You feel what I'm saying? If you trying to be friends with a guy who's pussy whipped, or a guy who follows his girl around, or a guy who's a beta male, that shit ain't gonna rock. You see what I'm saying?
The thing is, they put their girlfriend over their friends too. I know, like my cousin does it too. Like he'll get a girlfriend. He's only been dating him for like a few days, and you know that girlfriend, a lot of them have attitudes. I told you before, and you know they know me for years.
Right.
They know me for fucking years, and you know their girlfriends are snapping at me, calling me names and shit.
Right.
Like my friends, you know, they always do this to me. Like they'll get people, like people will start like making fun of me and shit. You know, because they think I'm a weirdo or something. Because I never had a girl. I never really dealt with girls before. I mean, I know how to talk to girls. You know, I get. But the thing is, they never see me with a girlfriend because I don't like having a girlfriend.
Right.
So they think I'm a weirdo. So like, people always make fun of me and shit.
Right.
And you know, like, and they never tell them nothing about it. Especially their girlfriends. Like their girlfriends will always be like talking shit about me. They never like tell them nothing.
Right. And again, this is what I'm saying. You got to just charge those people to the game. And sometimes you gotta rock solo until you find connect with other people who's like-minded. That's all you got to do. You understand? Because you got to understand, most of these dudes out here who got girlfriends, you understand, they on some beta male shit. You feel what I mean?
I mean, have you had beta male friends before?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I know certain dudes who I'm cool with that's on some beta male shit, but I accept it. Like I don't really hang out with them like that a lot, because I know what I'm gonna get into if I'm hanging out with him or his girl or whatever. I'm cool on that. You feel what I'm saying? So I only have like maybe 2 or 3 people that I rock with heavy. You see what I'm saying? And then the other people's just like, you know. So that's the thing. You just gotta have to find other people who's on that same wavelength. And the thing is, unfortunately, there's a lot of guys out here who are not on that wavelength. They're on that beta male, male feminist, listening to everything that girl says type shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I'm 18 and stuff, and it's hard finding that nowadays, especially in my generation, because we've been brainwashed to think that we need a girlfriend due to middle school, high school.
Right.
It's all about the girlfriend. It's all about getting that. But you don't have that, you're a fucking outcast.
Right. And look, you a young dude, man. You a young dude, like, just do your thing, and then you're gonna find other guys who are gonna be cool with you and who's gonna be friends with you, who's on the same page. You feel what I'm saying? It's just they're out there. You just gotta connect with them and find them. You feel me? But yo, listen, I gotta take a few more calls since people be calling up and shit. I don't wanna
Alright. I'll send you a what do you call that? That message request?
Yeah. Definitely hit me up.
Put a video on this.
You said you sent me one, or you gonna send me one?
I'm going to send you a email, and like put a donation in because I want a full video done on this, really.
Okay, yeah, hit me up. I'll get to that. All right, man. I'm hollering at you. Peace. Yeah, man. A lot of these dudes out here, I'm telling you. Trav Harmon, you said dude needs to learn how to roll solo. Exactly. Sometimes you gotta just do your thing by your damn self. You feel what I'm saying? And then along the way, you meet other people that that's cool and shit. What's going on? Who's this? Yo.
The guy, Mr. Locario. What's up?
What up? What's going on? Who's this?
Jawari King in New Jersey.
All right. What's going on with you?
Man, you got me in a lot of trouble. Actually, I wasn't thinking.
What happened though?
I met this girl on Tinder and I really liked her. And I was like, man, this is the one. That's like nice body, perfect size and everything. And then we were just talking.
Right.
And I text her your video, make her wait 5 to 10 years.
Right.
And then she bounced. No, well, actually, she didn't call me for a while because she was one of them girls that was calling like 10 times a day. That's when I knew I had her.
Right.
So I was like, I'm going to smash her, this weekend because I know I got her already.
Right.
So then I didn't hear from her for a while. So I called her, and she was like, I'm really upset with that video you sent him. And she's like, I believe in the law of attraction and visualization. And if you know and the other person knows, why do you have to wait?
That's hilarious. That's so funny. It's funny because a lot of women are mad at me about that video because I did that video and I posted it on a status on Facebook and Instagram. And I had chicks hit me up and they was just like, yo, what do you mean? How you gonna? So for those that don't know, we talking about. I had a video that's titled, don't marry a chick. Wait 5 to 10 years before you marry a woman. You understand what I'm saying? And I had a couple of dudes that was mad at me about that shit too. You know what I mean? And the thing is, what people got to understand, and that video is really for men. You feel what I'm saying? Because as a man, if you're gonna marry a chick and you are going to, be in a monogamous marriage and all that shit, you got to make sure this is the right motherfucker you're dealing with. Because if you don't, then that could be detrimental to your situation. So if you with a chick for 5 years at least, you get a good sense of who this girl is. People talking about, 1 year, 2 year. No. 5 years. You understand? Because the thing is that you still gotta deal with, okay, you should be even living with this girl before y'all get married. You gotta see all these different things and all these aspects, and it has to be a consistency with her and how she's gonna be before you even decide to get married, if you're gonna even do that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the thing that people don't understand. And also, if the chick is real deal, she's going to be with you for the time being anyway. So if we're supposed to be together forever, what difference does it make if you wait 5 years? You see what I'm saying? So if you're scared to wait 5 years, that means that there's something within you that's insecure about your ability to keep that guy interested for 5 years. You see what I'm saying? So then if that's the case, I shouldn't be marrying you anyway. You feel what I mean? And so that's the thing that women don't understand. They just want to get it quick because for a woman, it's basically an ego boost, and it's a sense of security. Even though there is no security in relationships, they get a sense of security from being married, and they get a status from being called a wife. You feel what I'm saying? Therefore, they want it. See, their fear is that they're going to be with you for those years, and then you're going to be like, you know what? I don't want to marry you anymore. You understand? Which could happen, and that can happen even in 1 year, 2 years. It doesn't matter. But if the chick is on point, most likely the guy, especially if he is marriage-minded or he, is like, hey, I want to get a wife one day and all that, that is going to go down. But see, a lot of these chicks, they get fucking pissed off hearing that. Because they know, damn, I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
They get pissed off and then they bounce.
Oh yeah.
I should have smashed first.
Wait, you ain't smashed? You ain't smashed?
And then she got mad with you.
Oh, nah, you gotta smash first, bro.
Listen to this guy.
Dude, you gotta smash first. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you guys. If any of you guys are dating when you dating chicks, don't show them my videos until after you smash. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because for women, right? They can't hear this shit that I'm telling you guys, because what happens is that if they hear it, they're not gonna understand it, because what a woman responds to is different than what she says she wants. So I'm telling you what women respond to. So when she sees it, she's gonna be like, oh, this is bullshit. What are you talking about? Blah, 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 blah. Because in her own mind, she can't even fathom that she responds to this type of shit. She doesn't even know. It's all subconscious. So me saying this, she's like, oh my God, this guy's on some bullshit. He doesn't know what he's talking about, blah, blah, blah. But that's the thing that gets them. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta wait till you smash, because after you smash, a lot of times chicks, they have a different disposition towards you after you're ready to hit it. You feel what I'm saying? So before you
can't really
hit
hide
it,
the videos if you posted it on Facebook or something.
Wait, say that again?
I said sometimes you can't hide the video if you post it on Facebook or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't post it on your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you could if you want. I'm just saying that you got to understand that, like, if you directly send the chick the video, and you're saying, yo, there's this guy I listen to and he does this, that. What she's gonna do is she's going to attach.
That's what I did by accident. I did that by accident.
See, right. So she's gonna attach your thought process to me. You feel what I'm saying? She's like, oh, you think like that guy and blah 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 blah. See, there's only a small percentage of women that's going to admit that, or not even just admit, but have the awareness to understand what the fuck I'm saying when it comes to interacting and getting with chicks. You understand? So the thing is that a lot of them are going to be like, falling back from it because they don't want to have to deal with the reality of the situation. You see what I'm saying? They want the reality to happen, but they don't want to have to confront the reality. So for example, if a guy is really good at game, if he knows how to interact with chicks, like he knows how to talk to girls, he knows how to, flirt, build sexual tension, right? That guy could have been practicing that for years. Like, he could have been studying the game for years, practicing talking to girls, approaching girls, whatever, right? So when he approaches some girl tomorrow, right, the girl's going to think that it was natural. Like, oh, I met this guy, and he was so cool, he was this, he was that, and she's going to think it's some magical shit. But she doesn't know that this nigga is studying the game. You feel what I'm saying? So to her, it feels like it's just happening. So now, if that guy was to tell her, hey, you know what? She's, like, let's say he's chilling with her and they're talking and everything's cool. And she's like, oh, you're so cool, and this and this and that. He's not going to say, oh, by the way, I've been watching this guy's videos. I've been watching a lot of these other guys' videos. They told me to do this and this to get you. And then they said, do that and that. She's going to be like, what the fuck? You see what I'm saying? Because they don't understand that that's the reality of the situation. But they don't want to actually confront that. They don't want it to be known. It has to be something that seems like it just happened. You understand? And on top of that, most women don't want to confront the truth or the reality of things. I've actually literally, I shit you not, I literally had women tell me to lie to them. Tell me. I've had women tell me, hey, you're too honest. I'm like, what kind of fucking thing is to say? Like, why would someone say that? You're too honest. You know what I mean? So therefore, they want the lie. You see what I'm saying? But see, I don't condone lying to chicks. But what I'm saying is that when you guys are out here learning this stuff that I'm teaching you, learn it and apply it. But you don't necessarily need to expose to them that you're learning it. You can do that later on, after you already done got her. You feel what I'm saying? After you already done smashed, she's already, you know, there with you. She's trying to fuck with you. Then you can be like, yo, I want to show you this little thing. See what you think. You understand? Then you can go back and forth, because now, at this point, you have her, you know, a little bit more emotionally attached to you. So it's easier for her to take the information and not run away. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah, like
it's a whole
real
different
quick,
thing.
like some of the other dating coaches before I found you, people I don't listen to no more, like Corey Wayne and other people. They would always warn you that when a woman gets her name, she's gonna go on Google, she's gonna search you and check your Facebook and social media and all that stuff.
Right.
So then they see the Locario video, and then they're like, "Well, what's up with this guy?"
Right, exactly.
But, you know, but the thing about it is, I know everybody else probably knew this, but it seems like women wear a mask until they get what they want, and then they take it off, because this girl seemed like the perfect girl. Like, finally, after all these years, the perfect one. But when she saw that video, 5 to 10, she took that mask off.
And exactly, and this is exactly my point. Why I say you gotta wait all them years. Because imagine you with this girl, she could wear that mask, she could do all this other stuff, but as time goes on, you start to see little things, and I'm like, okay, I see how you are, I see how you act, and I see what's good.
That's what I was trying to explain to her.
Right. But see, that's the thing. You can't explain something that has logic to. See, you can't explain something objective to women. You understand? Because even the other day I was having this conversation with my wife, and I was talking about like marriage, and you know, talking about like what's the point of marriage and this and that, and I was saying that objectively, like, there's really no point to marriage. You feel what I'm saying? So, but I'm speaking objectively, right? But then what happened was, you know, she took it personally, and I'm like, I'm not talking about me and you, I'm talking objectively. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that you can literally be doing the same thing in marriage as you're doing with a person you're not married. So I was like, if you have two couples and one is walking down the street, or both couples are walking down the street and they're both holding hands, if you didn't look at a ring or something, how could you tell which couple is married and which couple isn't? Because they're both literally doing the same exact thing. If you're married, you could have sex with your girl. If you're not married, you can have sex with your girl. If you're married, you could go to the movies. If you're not married, you could go to the movies. If you're married, you could hold hands and walk down the street. If you're not married, you can hold hands and walk down the street. You're literally doing the same shit. You can have kids without being married. You can have kids with being married. You're doing the same shit. But if you tell a woman that, you see what I'm saying? Her feeling of it is going to override the logic. Do you understand what I'm saying? Which is why it makes no sense for you to tell them these things until later, until you have it. You see what I'm saying?
But look, the 5 by 10 year rule is really the truth, or else I wouldn't have been divorced from this girl that I married before, because this girl ran that religious mess on me, talking about I'm not going to do nothing until we get married, and then I had low self-esteem at that time, so I was like, well, I'll marry her, you know, be faithful and all that stuff, and then, you know, she wasn't sexual or whatever, and then we wound up getting divorced. But about that mask real quick, there was another, this is why the 5 by 10 rule is so important, there was another girl, this was when I was living in the apartment before my mom talked me into getting this house that I'm in now. But I was living in this apartment, and there's an older lady that lives in the apartment, and she came in with this nice-looking 30-year-old white girl. So then I saw the mother again. I'm like, who is that girl you were with? She's like, oh, that's my daughter. Do you want to meet her?
Right.
I said, you don't mind a black man meeting a daughter? Because I know, you know, behind closed doors, I know, you know, y'all don't like all that. She's like, no, I don't mind. I'll introduce you to her.
Right.
So as soon as I met this girl, she was going crazy over me. So then she's like, I want to come up and cook dinner for you. So she came over. and we were talking,
Right.
and she's like, yeah, I want to get married, I want to have children. I was like, why are you talking about all that already?
Right.
You know, I'm getting older, I want to have a child before 32, my biological clock.
Right.
So I was like, well, you know, I'm not interested in all this.
Right.
I was like, I'm not interested. So she wound up leaving, but we did, like, fool around and stuff. She's a little heavier than I wanted, maybe by like 20 pounds.
Right.
So then I go out on the 4th of July, and I'm in Atlantic City on the boardwalk. I see this fine-ass woman. Everybody's looking. So I start from the heels, and I go up.
Right.
And this lady is fine. And it was the same girl. So she was so cute, nobody could talk to her. So I went up to her, and I'm like, April, what are you doing out here?
Right.
And then she lost all the weight and everything, and I was like, what are you doing out here? And then come to find out, she became a prostitute.
She became a prostitute?
So I started talking to her. I'm like, what happened? And she's like, well, nobody would marry me. So, you know, I went to the streets, and now I'm making thousands of dollars a night and all that stuff. And I'd be thinking, like, if I had married her then, you know, she probably would have went out to the street. Then I saw her again, like, another time. And then she's like, I gotta tell you a secret. I was always a prostitute. I'm like, when we went out, I didn't spend one dime. We fooled around. There was no money involved and nothing.
Yo.
So we were doing stuff, and she never asked for money. It was no hint of anything. And then all of a sudden, she got her body right because she knew that she would have to look like that to make money in the red light district. But if she had got her body right like that, you know, in the past, maybe she could have got what she wanted.
Yo.
So now the girl is a prostitute today, and nobody can help her and get her out of it because she's making so much money that she's like, well, I can't make hundreds or thousands a night or a week on a job, so I'm a prostitute now. She just gave up on all her dreams.
Wow,
and now,
dude.
And now she's in the street.
That's messed up. You made her become a prostitute, yo, because you ain't married her.
But when I was talking to her, it was nothing like, well, give me money and I'll do this. But she had that mask on. I would have fell for it.
Right.
But I was kind of turned off that every time I meet a girl, you know, that's in her 30s, within the first week, she's talking about marriage and children and where you see yourself in 5 years.
Right.
I'm like, well, why you ask me that? Because I want to get married and have children. Then they talk about how they dated some other guy and he wouldn't marry them, so they left.
Right.
So this girl was cute, so she just gave up and went to the streets.
That's crazy. She was like, y'all always been a prostitute. That's wild, yo. So that's
what she told me when I ran into her like a couple of months ago.
That's crazy.
But it's just a shame that she gave up on the dreams, and then it was also crazy the mask she was wearing when she was trying to get the dream. Like, I'm a good-looking, cute white lady, and I got a nice body and everything. Somebody please marry me and give me a child, and then she couldn't pull nobody, so she was like, well, I'm gonna make money off this body.
Right. But see, that's the thing, and what you gotta understand is a lot of these women out here, unfortunately, don't have any game. You feel what I'm saying? Because truthfully, if she had game, she could have had it in a situation where you'd have probably ended up marrying her, and then she wouldn't have to go to the streets. You feel what I'm saying? So like if she had game, she could have been on some, yo, you know, like she could have tightened up her whole body while she was with you. Then she would have been cool with you. She'd have been like, yo, whatever you need, I got you. And then you would have been like, yo, this chick is tight. Let me, you know what I'm saying? And then she could have gave up on all that whole shit, and then everything could have probably turned out fine. You never know. But she ain't have no game. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she ain't know how to really like do it. But that's crazy that you found out that she was hoeing all this time. That's wild. But again, that's just like you're saying. The point is, yo, you wait all them years because you start finding shit out. You feel what I'm saying? You start finding shit out.
Some of those red light district girls, they're making like $120,000 a year, and then when you really meet them and talk to them, they tell you that they gave up on their dreams. Like, oh, well, I wanted to be married and I wanted to do this. So the girl moved her mother out of the apartment we used to live in. Now they're in a nice place and she's paying all the bills and everything. But see, that's the thing. She's in her 30s now, but I've heard of like people, like this guy on YouTube, named Carcino that went to clubs, and they talk about how like the days are numbered with that stuff when they get like 40s and stuff.
Oh yeah.
People don't really want to see them no more, so I hope you put money away.
Oh yeah. Nah, that's what, and again, that's the thing, because see, women, they want to get married a lot for that security, for that feeling of, you know, that security. This guy's gonna be here, take care of me, do all this other stuff. And so as they get older, they know that it's harder for them to get things going. Like I was talking to a matchmaker. I'm not gonna say the matchmaker's name, but I was talking to the matchmaker, and she was telling me how, and I'm not sure if most matchmakers do this, but she was telling me how her clients, like the people who pay her money, are all men, right? And she says that she doesn't take women clients because the women clients tend to be older women, and she was saying that she can't matchmake a lot of the older women because most of the guys don't want older women. You feel what I'm saying? But her guy clients who pay her, they want younger women, so she can find younger women for the older dudes. But it's hard if she had a woman, like let's say she had a 45-year-old woman, 50-year-old woman trying to pay her to find her a husband. That's going to be harder for her to do because most guys ain't trying to marry no 50-year-old chick. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not that it's impossible, but it's harder. You feel what I'm saying? And so that's the thing. So as a woman gets older, she's like, oh, my time is dwindling, which is why if you send a chick a video saying, hey, wait 5 to 10 years before you marry them, they're like, what? I don't got that much time. I'm an old motherfucker. It's about to be a wrap. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why they get mad.
30-year-olds are saying that though. This girl's like 32.
Well, that's the thing. 30 is old in woman years. So you know, so that's why they be
women years, dog years.
I'm telling you. So that's what happens. You know what I mean?
That's all. I'm gonna have to just keep your videos on the top.
Yeah. Keep them for you. Take the game, watch it for you, and don't. It's almost like you only can show certain chicks that when they ready. Most chicks ain't ready for this shit. You feel what I'm saying? They're not ready to hear any of this type of shit. You understand? Even because I have a channel for women, and I coach women also too. But only like 20 to 25% of the people that I work with are women, because most women can't take the shit that I'm saying. Like, they gotta listen to these other motherfuckers on YouTube. I'm not gonna say no names. You understand? That be talking that sweet bullshit that don't work. That's what women like to hear. Women like to hear shit about praise. Like you know how much money these guys be making off of telling these women bullshit. Like, you have a lot of these guys on YouTube that get on camera and they say to women, hey girl, these guys out here, you got to make sure that you keep your legs closed. Before he has to take you out to dinner, he has to pay your bills, he got to do this, he got to do that, and if he's not doing that, then don't open your legs, don't talk to him, he's not for you, he don't like you, you got to wait 90 days. Like, they be telling us chicks
Steve Harvey say that the other day.
What happened?
He talking about waiting. I heard Steve Harvey talking about the other day, but he ain't waiting no 3 months.
Right, exactly. So they tell women that bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? And so, since a lot of women are pumped, filled with that bullshit, this is why you have so many women who are single in their 30s and 40s. Because if you think about this, think about it, like really, really think about this, right? The amount of access, just think for a second, the amount of access a woman has. Let's put ourselves in the mind of a woman for a second. It's impossible, but I'm just saying this hypothetically. Imagine you're a woman, right? And you get hit on or hollered at. A dude tries to holler at you. One guy, let's say one guy every day tries to holler at you. Just one, right? And I talked about this before in my other video. Just one guy for 10 years. Let's say by the time you're 18 and now you're a 28-year-old woman, that's 10 years. If one guy a day hollered at you for 10 years, that's 3,650 men that hollered at you. And that's just one guy a day. You understand? For 10 years. Now we know most women probably get hollered at more than once, either in person, online, whatever the fuck it is, right? So let's just stick with 3,650 men. You trying to tell me out of 3,650 guys, you didn't have enough game to keep one of them interested in you? You see what I'm saying? So that shows you how bad most women's game is. Because let's say like this. Let's say out of those 3,650 men, let's say even 3,000 of them you didn't like. Let's say 3,000 of them, the girl wasn't attracted to them, or this or whatever. That's like what, still 650 dudes? Out of those 650, you couldn't make it work? You understand what I'm saying? So that goes to show you the weakness, or how weak most women's game is. Because
so you ascribe to that philosophy that if a woman is in her 30s and 40s and 50s and single, she's already damaged goods?
I wouldn't say she's damaged goods. I would say that she needs to, she has to switch how she goes about the game. So it's not that she's damaged goods. She needs to switch how she does things. Because you gotta understand something. A woman who's 35, 36, even like early 40s, even you could say, 41, 42, whatever it is, right? Let's say a woman between the age of 35 to 45, right? These women can still pull a decent amount of guys and get a good amount of those guys to want to be their boyfriend and then eventually their husband. The problem is they just don't have game, so they have to switch what they're doing. Because what they do is this. I call it like, when you're cramming for an exam. Women cram for the fucking exam. They don't study all year. You understand what I'm saying? It's like this. Like if you at school and you got finals, so instead of studying all year and then studying as the final comes so you know the information, what you do is you party all fucking year, you bullshit all year, and then once it's the finals, then you're like, oh my god, you're studying like 2 days before the finals, and then you end up failing. Same thing happens for women. They get dudes hitting them up, hollering at them, and then for years they're partying, they're bullshitting, they're being attention whores, and then once it's the final chapter where they're getting older, right? They want to cram and they want to say, oh, you go on a date with them. Hey, where do you think this is going? What do you see yourself in 5 or 10 years? And blah, blah, blah. They're like, marry me, marry me, marry me, be with me, be with me, be with me. And you're looking at them like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, chill the fuck out. But they're like, I'm on my last leg. I have to get it done now. It has to happen now. I gotta hurry up and cram and study so that I can pass this. They're like, I gotta hurry up and marry you and be with you so I can be a married woman. But they were bullshitting for 15, 20 years, not developing game to keep men. You see what I mean? And so that's what I be telling women, is that their game isn't tight enough or strong enough to keep the guy interested. So if they are 35, 40, 45, it's not that they're damaged goods. It's not that it's necessarily too late for them. It's just that they gotta switch up their mindset and the way they go about the game. You see what I mean? And that's why you got so many women out here who are single. There's really no excuse for like 90% of these women to not have a guy. Like, there's no excuse.
But if you ask those girls, if you ask them if they've ever been proposed to before, they'll tell you, yeah.
Right, exactly, right.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Want to get married then.
Right, exactly, right. Trust me, there's no reason for a chick to not be able to get a dude. You understand? If a chick's not getting a dude, it's because she's not trying hard enough. Or she doesn't know how to keep him. You see what I'm saying? Because most women can go online right now. Literally, a woman could be watching this right now, and within an hour, take a few pictures in her room of her with some sexy shit on, throw them shits on OkCupid, Tinder, whatever. By the end of tonight, she'll have 100 niggas trying to holler. 100. You feel what I'm saying? So how in the fuck out of those 100 you can't find a dude? There's something wrong. You see what I'm saying? It's not the guys, it's you. You feel what I'm saying? It's the chick. Because out of those 100 you got, there has, if you're going out with 20 dudes and all 20 of them, after they fuck you, don't want to have nothing to do with you, You understand? There gotta be something that you're doing wrong where all these niggas is doing the same shit when they fucking with you. Because truth be told, what women don't understand is most guys don't want to be players. Most guys don't. Like, we had a guy call earlier. He was like, yo, I just want one girl that I could fuck because I don't want to catch STDs. I just like to be with one chick. A lot of guys, I would say at least 80-something% of dudes want to actually have a girlfriend. You understand what I'm saying? But the problem is when you go on a date with these girls, or you date these girls, or even just like you said, the girl that you were talking to, you showed her the video, and what did she do? She runs away, and she on some bullshit.
Mask off, threw it on the ground, and bounced.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So now she's gonna be complaining. Oh, I'm still single and I can't find a man. But I'm like, yo, you just had a man that you ran away from. You see what I'm saying? Because all she had to do was say, oh, that's an interesting video. This is my take on it. Whatever. And then she could have still continued to see you, continue to chill with you. Could have seen what could pop off with you and her. You see what I'm saying? And then y'all could have ended up fucking around and being together. You see what I mean? But she's fucking it up for herself. You see what I mean? And this is what happens with most women, is that they fuck their whole situation up. You see what I'm saying? And so that's why you got so many single women out here, because my eyes itching like crazy. But anyway, there's no reason for these chicks to not be able to find somebody that's willing to be with them like that. It's insane. It's fucking insane. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
That 5 to 10 year video is the most important video on YouTube.
No, real talk. I'll be trying to tell these dudes out here, man. I'll be trying to tell them, like, yo, you can't bullshit around when it comes to this, right? You understand what I'm saying? Like, see, and that's the thing. A lot of times, people in life, they bullshit around with shit that can have a huge impact on their experience, on their life, because you thinking, oh, I'm gonna just fuck this girl a few times with no condom and whatever, and you end up catching some shit, or you end up getting her pregnant, and now you gotta fuck with this girl for 18 years and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Or you end up just getting married with some chick because you feel like you're supposed to. Oh, I've known her for 8 months. Let's get married, and you end up marrying this chick, and she's a fucking nut. You feel what I'm saying? Because you were rushing into the shit. It's crazy.
Dude in the chat said they don't want to hear all that.
Exactly.
They don't want to hear all that.
Right. They don't. Exactly. And that's the thing. See, this is why it's hard for you to sort of explain this to women, because women are all about the feelings. You feel what I'm saying? It's not about what makes sense. It's about what feels good. Now, if what makes sense feels good, then that's great. But if what makes sense isn't just correlated to what feels good, they don't want to hear it. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the issue. You see what I mean? It's crazy. This shit is crazy.
I'll be waiting until next week unless you do I think you said you was trying to do 2 live streams a week.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. Yeah, next month I'm gonna start doing like 2 of these live joints a week. Maybe I'm gonna do one Wednesday, or either Tuesday or Wednesday, and I'm gonna still have the Friday one. So I'm gonna do either Tuesday. It's gonna be Tuesday and Friday, or Wednesday and Friday. I'm not sure yet, but I'll see. It might be Tuesday and Friday, just to space it out during the week. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely keep making that shit happen. You feel me?
Alright. I'll see you next week then.
Alright, man. I'm holla at you, bro.
Alright, bye.
Alright, peace. Yeah, that shit crazy. That dude said, yo, that dude said, she said, I was a prostitute the whole time. God damn. That shit crazy. So what's going on, people, in the chat room? We got Franklin Gaines, Howell, Humad, Ed J, Casey McLaurin, what's good? You said, why is cooperation so hard to get? It's not really hard to get. You just got to find the ones that want to give it to you, I'll talk about that in a minute. What's up? Who's calling?
What's up? It's Ishmael from Brooklyn.
What's going on, bro?
What's going on? No, I just got something on my mind. I went out last week. I was looking on point.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm a like an athletic type of dude. I've been told I'm good looking.
Right.
But like every time I try to approach a girl last week, I just kept getting rejected. And like it's kind of affecting me now.
And what? So, how many girls did you approach roughly?
I approached, I don't know, like a good amount. Like I would say about 12 that night.
12
that night. Yesterday I even approached 2 girls, and just run around. Kind of threw me off. Like I don't feel like doing nothing. I mean, in terms of like talking to females.
Right. And so what I would say is also is that you need to talk to more women. Because 12 that's not a lot really. You feel what I'm saying?
And like all these females were being like rude, like now looking at me, things like that.
Right. And how are you coming at them? Like, what would you say?
I came off confident, like polite. I was like, yo, you know what? Hold on. I'll be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? You look cute. Let's talk, stuff like that. Yeah.
Right. Well, this is the thing. This is the thing, though. What you gotta understand is this. Well, one thing you gotta understand is that rejection is inevitable. Okay. Don't even see you making the rejections already get to your confidence. You see what I'm saying? Because the fact is that if you get rejected a few times, the more you let that get to you, the more rejections you're usually going to get, because now you're coming into the next girl with that rejection energy. You see what I'm saying? It's all about energy. It's all about energy, and what's going to happen is that you sort of in a certain sense, right, are going to dictate like how much success you have and how much failure you have, depending on the energy you bring out and that you put out. So what you have to understand is that you got to know that rejection is going to happen anyway. But let's say, for example, if you got rejected by those 12 girls, right? And let's say you talk to another 10 girls, right? So the next 10 girls, what's going to determine if you get most of them is how you feel after you done got rejected by those 12 girls. So now if you feel down and you feel upset, you're most likely going to get rejected more. You're going to get rejected by at least 9 of those 10 girls, or if not 10, if not all 10. But if you're not letting the rejection hit you, out of those next 10 girls, you probably get 3 of them, and then 7 is going to reject you. But see, this is the thing. You got to first understand that rejection is going to happen regardless. This is why I asked you how many girls you talk to, because 12 is still such a low number that if you would have talked to 25, at least 2 or 3 of them would have gave you the information, and something would have happened with you. But you stopped after 12 because you stopped after the rejections. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. You gotta one, understand that rejection is gonna happen, and you gotta keep going even though the rejection happens. Now, you gotta make sure that the rejections don't affect your confidence, because if you go up to a girl, right, and you go up to the first girl, you be like, hey miss, how you doing, what's going on with you, and she sort of ignores you, right, but that was the first girl you approached and your energy level was up, right? If you make that shit get to you, then the second girl you go to, you're gonna be like, yo, hey, what's up, how you doing, and she gonna walk away from you, and then you're gonna feel like, damn, 2 girls fucking fucked. Then the third girl, you're gonna be like, miss, can I talk to you for a second? Now your whole vibe is fucked up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I understand.
Right.
But
go ahead.
When I approached these girls, I feel like I really didn't feel like my confidence was low. I really didn't feel like that.
Right.
I don't know, like.
But also too, and this is why it's hard to sort of explain this, because I would actually have to be there, seeing literally what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes, and I talked about this before in one of my videos, is that sometimes it's your technique of how you're doing it that can be the issue also, because I don't know if, like, when you're talking, and there's certain things you might be doing that you don't realize you're doing. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, which is why it's important to understand the technique. So what I would say for you, do you go out by yourself or you got your boys with you?
Yeah.
Or you have your boys with you, or you go out by yourself?
No, I go out by myself.
Right. So what I would say to you is, at some point, you got to take one of your boys with you at a certain point, and you got to tell him to watch what you're doing, because there's probably stuff you're doing that you don't notice you're doing, and that could be the thing that's throwing it off or getting girls to like not be receptive to you. Because trust me, there's gonna be girls regardless that's gonna ignore you, that's gonna fucking not give you the number, that's gonna happen regardless. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the thing. I can't stand a rude female, especially if I come up to you in a respectful type of way.
Right.
You give up that rude. That's what turns me off too. Like, I can't stand that at all.
Oh no, I feel you. But see, you gotta not let that get to you, because her rudeness is not about you. You understand what I'm saying? That's the thing that guys gotta understand. Like, if a chick is being on some bullshit, it's not really about you. A lot of times they're on the bullshit because that's just what they're on. They're on that bullshit. That's just how they are at that moment. Damn, my fucking eyes are itching like crazy. Allergies. But that's what I'm saying. Don't let any of that get to you, because if you let that get to you, that affects your confidence. Even if you don't think it does, it affects it, because you're making that rudeness about you. You feel what I'm saying? So anytime you make it about you, then it's gonna be a issue for you, and then that's gonna affect how you come at the other girls, because you're gonna be thinking, damn, what did I do to where she gotta act like that? Why is she acting like that towards me? Blah 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 blah. You understand? You're making it about you instead of she's just on some rude shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's really what it is. Even if, like, because literally like this, it's like this. Even if I went up to that chick and I said, yo, why was you rude to homeboy? She could have said everything under the sun about you and be like, oh, it's because I don't like that he came up to me and said this and he looked this way and blah 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 blah, right? Even though she's saying all of that, it's still not even about you, because that's just how she's feeling in that moment with what you're doing. You feel what I'm saying? So don't worry about all that other bullshit. It's still not about you. It's about her feeling about the situation. And so once you see that, you got to come at any other girl how you just coming at them. And then also you got to be able to work on your technique and have one of your boys with you so that you can sort of see what you're doing, because there might be other things that you're doing that is fucking up the thing. Like, for example, I was out with one of my friends, and he was basically, going up to girls, hollering at them and stuff like that and everything. And so the girls were shooting him down. So I said to him, what I noticed with him was he was taking too long to get to the point. So he would have these long, awkward pauses. He would, be fumbling his words. He wouldn't know what to say and shit. So I said, dude, just go up to the chick, tell her like, yo, listen, you kind of cute. Here's my number, take out your phone, put my number in it, and we should get together sometime. So his situations, with the girls started to increase because he switched his technique up. You see what I'm saying? So it went from all these girls shooting him down to him getting a few numbers, even though there were still girls that were shooting him down, but it wasn't as many. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of it is just working on your technique and how you come at it. You see what I mean? It's all about how you do it. That can increase, your joint. You know what I'm saying?
I get you.
Definitely.
And one more thing. Approaching a female taller than you, because I feel I have a thing for females that are taller than me for some reason, but like they don't give me. It's basically the same thing.
So you said you'd be approaching. So you say you'd be approaching chicks that's taller than you, and what happened?
Yeah, like I like a athletic type of girl.
Right.
Athletic chicks. I feel like that type of level. Me, but yeah, I have trouble approaching them.
And how tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
5'11". Okay, so like you talking about like 6 foot, 6'2" type chicks.
Yeah,
These WNBA looking chicks.
A little 5'2", 5'1".
Right. And have you approached those tall chicks before?
I have. But
and what happens?
They just like I don't know. I feel like they look at me, because I'm shorter. They don't really want to talk to me. They want a tall guy.
But did they? What literally happened when you talked to them? Like, what did you say? How did they respond?
I'll give you one example. I approached one down in Soho, and I was talking to her, and she was she really wasn't really paying attention to me, so I just kind of walked away.
Right. So what did you say to her? You walked up to her and said what?
I said, hi, how are you? The basics. How are you? Where you from? What are you doing here? Basic stuff. And I was like, yo, you're kind of cute. She wasn't paying attention to me, so I just walked away.
So like she just was like, she didn't even look you in the eye. She was just like ignoring you.
Yeah, basically.
Right.
I could tell like she wasn't really feeling it.
Right. And see, this is why like game and practicing is so important, because there's ways to get reactions out of women. You understand what I'm saying? Because like if you went up to her and you was like, hey, what's up, how you doing, blah blah blah, and all that other stuff, and she's like sort of not paying attention to you, right? And then you could flip that shit and be like, hey, I understand you're not used to talking to good looking guys, but you don't have to be scared to talk to me, right? And so that little thing could switch. She probably like, what? Like whatever. So it sort of breaks her out of the monotony, because what happens is so many other guys probably come up to her and say, hey, how you doing? What's up? Blah, blah, blah. Which is nothing wrong with that. But if she's not receptive to that, you can switch it up. So what you should do is, and this is what I tell guys, is that you have to have something for those specific occasions. You see what I'm saying? So if you notice that you have situations where you go up to girls and they are sort of like not really paying too much attention, right? You have something to say for when they're not paying attention. You see what I mean? Be like, oh, like it could be a few things you have to say depending on what which one you want to use. So if a girl's not paying attention, say that same shit. And look, I know you're probably feeling kind of weird because you never talk to guys that look as good looking as me, blah blah blah, whatever. Or you could be like, hey, I usually like talking to girls who have social skills. Like if you don't have any social skills, I can keep it moving, but whatever. You understand? Like anything that out of the ordinary that you have for those specific things. Just like if a chick says, hey, I got a boyfriend, there's things you can say that, she can, what I mean? I might have to do an actual bad boy membership video about that, of things to say when chicks do these things, because there's a lot of things that guys run into where, like you said, you talk to a girl, she's sort of like not really paying attention, or a chick fucking says some stupid shit, or she's being rude. Now, generally, my favorite thing to do, and I've said this before, is to just keep it fucking moving. You feel what I'm saying? And this is why
am I wrong for leaving her?
No. That's what I'm saying. You can keep it moving. That's what I'm saying. Because I generally just keep moving. Like if that was me, usually what I do is keep it moving. But what I'm saying is that if you still wanted to try it out, you can try those things. But this is why I'm saying at the beginning. That you need to talk to more women. Like 12 is not enough. You see what I'm saying? Because I remember do you ever heard of this dude named Paul Janka or something like that? He's like he used to like teach pickup. I'm not sure if he's a pickup artist anymore or whatever, but there's a dude named Paul Janka. You could probably Google him or whatever. So he's a what most would consider a good-looking dude, right? So he said, I think if I'm not mistaken, because I remember hearing him say this in a video or whatever, he said for every 21 girls he talks to, he gets usually one or two of them. You understand what I'm saying? 21 girls. So out of 21 girls, he gets maybe one or two, right? So, and don't quote me on this. I remember hearing him saying it somewhere, but it was a while ago. But I was just like, you see, this is what I'm saying. So all the guys that think, oh, it's just all about looks, and you saying yourself like you're a pretty good-looking dude, and you still got to put in work. You feel what I'm saying? So this is why I'm saying that you have to keep talking to more women. You feel what I'm saying? And then the better your game is, the more you're going to get. So instead of having to talk to 20 girls or 25 girls to get one or two, you might need to just talk to 10 or 15 to get one or two. Then when your game gets better, you might need to just talk to 5 or 6 to get one or two. It all depends. You see what I'm saying? And that's what it's about. You feel what I mean? But definitely, are you on the Bad Boy membership? You got to get on the Bad Boy membership, man.
I need to get on it.
Yeah, man, get up on that shit. That should help you out, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Thank you.
Definitely. All right, man. I'm gonna holler at you.
All right.
All right, peace. Yeah, man. You know, trying to tell you guys, gotta work on that technique. What's going on? Who's this?
Yes, peace. What's going on, Mr. Locario? This is Brother Lex.
I'm
aka
chilling.
Keith Lord.
What's going on with you?
What's good? Man,
I'm
you
good.
know, definitely going to give you and Brother Miles a shout out. Really appreciate the knowledge y'all be dropping because it's authentic.
Right.
It really helps. So, like, my situation right now is definitely improved because I think I called you up last week and let you know about a young woman that I'm seeing, and she likes other girls and whatnot, so we got it popping.
Right.
That's really cool. However, I did have to put the young woman on timeout because she started speaking certain things that's just not productive for my interaction with her. Even though she really tries hard to cater towards me. She even bought my daughter a watch. However, she made an ill statement, and she apologized and everything. But she has to be on timeout right now because I'm very much into the abilities that I have and able to speak to women.
Right.
It's taken some time, brother. But however, I've been doing this. I've been doing this for a couple of years, so it's not something like I just jumped into it right away and it works right away. It don't happen like that.
Right,
I mean, there's
right.
been a lot of pain and a lot of struggling.
Right.
But your knowledge kind of brings that out. So I'm at the game right now where I'm speaking to maybe about 6 or 7 women, and it's easier now. I might get a girl's phone number, or I go up and stop and shop a lot, and I'll get up with the girls. Or sometimes it'll be that same day. They might want me to take us to something to drink, and then chill later, and then we mess around and do something.
Right.
However, I want to increase the quality of the women that I get because I seem to be attracting cute girls, but their minds are just kind of. I can tell they have father issues, or I can tell that they don't have that confidence that I like, and I like a woman with confidence.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to play. I'm already a father. I don't like to play too much of a father role with the women. You know what I'm saying? It seems like that's what I'm doing. I'm constantly, guiding. It's good to guide them and everything, but I'm always trying to put them on the right path and whatnot. And they cater towards me, and that's not a problem. But I want a better quality woman.
Right. Well, the thing is, you gotta. The truth is that those high quality type chicks, where it's like they're beautiful, they're smart, they're this and that. That's rare. You understand? So what I'm saying is, you can find those women, but you're gonna find them. It's like on some endangered species type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like meaning that you could get them, but like you're probably only gonna have 1, maybe 2 on your team. Not necessarily because you can't get them, but because there's not a lot of them around. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. So the thing is that you just have to understand that that's a certain aspect of it, but the thing is, though, it's still a numbers game, and it's still something that you gotta sort of vet these chicks. You gotta say, when you meet them, you gotta sort of like see where their mind is at and see if they're those type of girls. You feel what I mean? And then if they are those type of girls, then you keep them around, you fuck with them, and then some of them, what you gotta understand too, are coachable, meaning that she might not be all the way there, but she's there enough to where you can. Create that situation. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. I still clear the women that think they know it all.
Right.
The ones that I can't really teach them anything. And the reason why I say teach them something is because I've taught my own self. Like, in order for me to approach these women and go out and put my best foot forward and actually put myself out there, I had to go through a numerous amount of things. And even listening to yours, like how you talk about knowing your self-value and valuing yourself and your place within life in itself. I hope these brothers know you're speaking some real good stuff. It's kind of esoteric, but it's on there.
nonetheless, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to. I really like this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I relate to because I speak to, like, even if I go to the gas station,
right?
And even if it's not a woman that I'm not gonna bang out, you know what I'm saying? I'll just speak, just to open my mouth, just a vocal, just let her hear my voice. You know, I do that everywhere. It's almost like I'm a people's person.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
No,
I try to do that often. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, no, I feel you. I feel what you're saying. Like, you know, see, a lot of it, when we talk about game and everything, you know, I feel like the issue usually for a lot of dudes and a lot of people just in general is that they're straying far away from what reality is. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And they're going closer to sort of just like shit that sounds good or feels good or, you know, sounds like good talking points. But it's like, okay, like, because, you know, like a guy will hit me up and he's like, yo, you know, how do I get you know, a hot chick? And I'm like, well, listen, first you're gonna you know, you need to like be confident. Then you need to know how to actually go out there and interact with girls. Then on top of that, you got to talk to a shitload of women. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, you
because
do.
Right,
Yes,
because most of them, half of them is going to reject you. So they're trying to find out, how do I get to the hot girl without having to do all of the other shit, without having to be confident, without having to talk to a whole bunch of chicks, without having to deal with rejection. And I'm like, yo, that ain't gonna happen. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You know, it's like,
exactly. You got to do it. Matter of fact, this shit is translated to even myself on the job, because whenever you bring forth ideas, and like sometimes people might shoot it down, don't take that shit personal.
Right.
You're just in a little think tank room and just shooting ideas, and you keep your confidence up. You say something else, and then boom, it pops off. People gravitate towards like you feeling good about yourself. You just producing. They want to latch on. They want, in essence, they want a daddy. It's really
right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let you go, brother. But I had to call to give you your due props and respect. You, brother Miles Cunningham, y'all definitely doing it. I got a little date coming up tonight.
That's what's up.
So yeah.
Let me hit me up next week. Let me know how that went. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna let you know, brother. I'm gonna let you
know.
All right.
Definitely.
Okay. All right, man. You take it easy.
All right, I'm gonna holler at you. All right, peace.
Peace.
All right. So for those who don't know, I'm working on the Mr. Locario 30-minute game sessions. We're gonna have those coming out soon. That's when you get to speak to me one-on-one, phone coaching for half an hour. Let you know, and it's gonna be private sessions, and it's gonna be recorded, and you get to keep the recording after the session is done. You feel what I'm saying? So we're gonna have that soon. We're working on that real soon. We should have that all set up maybe the middle of August, or like at least the third week in August. But you know, before the month is done, we're gonna have all that set up. So for any of you guys who you know, want the private one-on-one half-hour sessions where you get to really call me up, because like on this live show, you know, you got a lot of people calling up. You know, you don't have enough time. There might be stuff you want to ask me, but you don't want it to be broadcast on the air. You understand? So it's, you know, it's a good thing that we're gonna get that shit popping. And again, make sure you guys get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, the hard copy, or you can get the ebook. You can click the link below. I'm gonna have the link below this video. And what's up? We got some people trolling in the room. I see. This dude, what's his name? The Real Hove, trolling up in the room. You feel me? And all that other good shit. But man, it's almost time. I'm gonna have to get up out of here and shit. But listen, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I gotta head up out of here. I'm about to do Steve the Dean show, so make sure you subscribe to Steve the Dean, and we're gonna do the dating advice hour after this. So I want to thank all you guys for tuning in. Who I had up in here? You had Felipe, Francisco, Nez Mustafa, Jimmy McLeod, Dre the Great, Razor TV, Albert Michelson, J. Reddick, Kenwood Drive. Who else? Santo XL. He Didn't Succeed, Easy00, Tim G. Who else we have up in this piece? Dude What 212, Von D. My dude Alan Haynes, Smitty. This dude's fucking screen name is Eat My Booty. John Eastland was good. I think I said Dre the Great, Ratchet Kingdom. Who else? Jermaine Jones. He had a lot of people open this piece today. Super Lala, Infinite Ism. Who else? Mike Segura, Lolly Stew, Joe One, Alec Blessing, Chris Martinez, man. Hank Williams, EDJ, Peace Lord 06. We had a lot of people in this piece. But yo, I want to thank you guys for chilling, hanging out with your boy. And I will see you guys again live next week. Remember, next month I'm going to start doing the live twice in a week so we can get it popping like crazy, all right? So I'm out of here. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.